Really? I am just a figment of your imagination.
Hello, 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 hello. Nice people.
No commander again today.
Yeah, sadly no commander.
Hello there.
Hello. But I think we can manage. We've got our orders, so we don't need a commander to hold our hands.
We'll try not to go off on tangents this week.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Give it a try, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Commander lined up some silliness for us, and yeah, I think most people have seen it in the description and on the thumbnail. Wow, hard word, thumbnail.
It's probably somewhere on my YouTube feed. I used to have a good YouTube feed. It was football, sport, and things like that. And because I've been going into streams, getting involved, it's just, it's just dumb shit all over the place. Lol cows and dumb shit.
Good.
There's a trick in order to avoid that. What you do is you sign out of your account and then sign in with a different different account. You create a separate account for the build crap, and then you. Sorry.
Yeah, that can work. So today we're gonna be talking about lizard people and about big feet.
And what about big feet ghosts?
Yeah, it's something like it's. I've not seen a second of the videos. One, I think I've seen part of it, but like, if anybody's seen some stuff about Bigfoot, like they probably know the guy that claims that got raped by Bigfoot, by a female Bigfoot.
Well, all the ghosts in the world anyway are either young girls, clowns, or Victorian men.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
You don't get any cavemen ghosts, do you, or anything like that? So I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
No one's ever seen a caveman ghost.
No. It's always dumb. No, well, if you're talking about our friend security monitor lizard, then no. But let's quickly say hi to the people that said hi to us. Here we've got oh wait, I can pull them up.
Demon Orb.
We've got ourselves a Demon Orb, and the always lovely GloberMom.
Hi, Mom.
I don't know who that cunt is.
Oh, he's a wanker. There, him.
Yeah, and also not a name that I recognize, but
Tiny Captain. Mariupol is Ukraine.
Yeah.
Or Mariupol. I don't know how you say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tiny Captain, Mr. Toffees. Mr. Toffees.
And Mr. Toffees, and I think that was it. Yeah, there's this dumbass. But yeah. Shall we get into the stupid shit? Like this is a video about the origin of the lizard people, so I think that will be a nice introduction to the other video about the lizard people. So
the streets surrounded by people. Everyone seems normal, just going about their day. Or are they? You've heard things and you can't help but wonder, are all the people surrounding you what they appear to be? Or are there some otherworldly beings wearing human disguises living among us and plotting against us? It's one of the most popular...
That looks like every high street. Everywhere I go, people, that's where I see.
I need a distraction. Make me laugh.
Well,
let's just say I want to go postal on the world right now. Make me laugh.
Why? What's happening? Who you been arguing with?
Let's just say should not be aired on here.
Okay.
It might get me in trouble.
Okay. And hello, Mippet.
Hello,
Nice of you
Mippet.
to join. Nice of you to join. Let's continue with
Why can't
the
I?
origin of the lizard people.
In terrifying conspiracy theories around. Are there actually lizard people living among us and possibly secretly ruling us? The idea is simple. We're not the only intelligent life in the universe. There is a species of highly intelligent, highly ambitious alien beings out there. But instead of evolving from primates like we did, it's not mammalian at all. These beings are reptilian and are believed to be either shapeshifters or masters of disguise. That allows them to take on human appearances and infiltrate human society. But we don't have to be worried about alien invasion because the invasion is supposedly already here and has been for a very long time. And that's because this theory often has ties to another famous conspiracy, the Illuminati, a powerful and shadowy group of power brokers that control the governments of every major country, a council so powerful that even the President of the United States takes his orders from them. The Illuminati are usually believed to be composed of the most powerful and wealthy families on
It's not the Illuminati. It's naughty. It's the
no, but also-
Illuminati.
Look at that.
That ain't no American
the United
president.
States takes his orders from
That
them.
ain't no
The
British
Illuminati are
president.
usually believed to be
The head
composed
is
of the
not
most
big
powerful
enough.
and wealthy families on Earth. While this mysterious group has never been found and their existence is unproven, the believers in the theory say that's exactly what they want, and a certain small and vocal group of Illuminati believers say they might not be human at all. But is there any truth to this conspiracy theory? And
Nope.
how did it begin?
No.
The origins
Can I
likely
say we
draw
can
back
neither
not to the
confirm
events
nor
in our
deny?
world, but to the world
Just
of
saying.
fiction. In his short but
Yeah.
We can neither
And-
confirm nor deny that there's lizard
Hello,
people on the
Sharky.
planet.
Mom, how did you get? Is from what they're saying, like they're greeting you again, like so that you pull people in here?
I put the stream the stream link on FTFE's live chat for those that were
Oh.
wanting to watch a stream that were disappointed because it was postponed. I figured they'd come over here and watch it. Watch this
Okay,
stream.
okay. Oh, and I guess the thing you don't want to talk about.
So that's where
has to do
Mr.
with
Toffee's.
that.
No, it's something else.
Oh,
It's more.
Okay,
I'll tell you after the stream.
okay. Let's go see what this. What else they got?
prolific career as a writer, Robert E. Howard created many of the most lasting concepts in fantasy fiction, ranging from the barbarian nomad Conan to the warrior king Cole. His heroes faced a bizarre mix of supernatural and sci-fi enemies, but few more bizarre than the Serpent Men. This ancient prehistoric race had snake-like heads and lived underground.
That looks like
Other
the
writers
lizard
like
that
Clark
Captain Kirk
Ashton
fought
Smith
in
and
the
most
in the
famously
original
H.P.
series.
Lovecraft
Oh,
used
yeah.
inspiration from this story to create their own stories involving terrifying ancient reptilians. But the very first inspiration might have come much earlier, and it may bring another iconic mystery. The Secret Doctrine, a book by Russian philosopher Helena Blavatsky, is
Of
hard to
course, it's a
classify. That's because it was
philosopher.
classified
Okay.
as non-fiction, but
And
most
Russian.
analysts believed it contained mostly fiction. A combination of modern
my
science
God.
and ancient occult concepts, it claimed to represent the wisdom of the ages and spoke of ancient lost civilizations in Atlantis and Lemuria, where prehistoric
Jeez,
races
oh,
of
Pete.
prehumans lived. One of these root races was described as dragon men, possibly the earliest mention of these ancient beings in literature. And while Blavatsky's book has been widely discredited, this concept has stuck around far longer than the rest of her ideas.
Not
So how do these
surprised.
literary ideas make the jump into our world? One of the big tipping points was when a mysterious incident happened in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947, officially classified as an Air Force balloon crash near a ranch. It became the launch for 1 million conspiracy theories about alien UFOs coming to Earth, and just as many claims of other sightings
Look,
and
it's a
even alien
balloon.
abductions. People would run into the police and claim that they'd been lifted out of their cars by tractor beams and experimented on by bizarre alien beings. And while most of these reports had the common description of tall gray aliens, some had a different appearance. And one was by a man with a more trustworthy reputation than most. It was 1967, and Herbert Schirmer was a police officer in Ashland, Nebraska. The man
Okay,
Well, like, yeah.
okay,
we know
more,
police can
more,
be trusted.
more credible than most. But if
He's
go ahead,
proper in
Doc.
prison now. And when he gets
Okay.
out, he's going to be something like 475 or something years old.
I don't know.
The thing
Yeah,
is, he's being hypnotized. How do we know that was not implanted memory in his head?
Yeah, no, but also they said more credible source. But
Right.
if you are claiming that you've been abducted by aliens, you've lost all credibility.
Correct.
We've been over this. We've seen planets. Some we speculate are in like the sweet spot that we're in, where life
Right.
can be, so it's not too hot or too cold. Life can be supported. Well, obviously the lizard people, it can't be too cold because they'll never wake up. They'll be asleep forever.
And I do hate to say this, but just because he's a policeman does not mean he's a credible source.
No.
Absolutely, but
Just
even the nearest planet that we've seen, it would take
Right.
almost 800,000 years for them to get
Right. Yeah. I think isn't Alpha Centauri the closest galaxy to us?
Yeah, but I'm
Centauri?
pretty sure that the planets they've seen are in our galaxy. But the thing,
Right.
the thing about that, because it's fact that if an 18-year-old set off to Saturn, he'd be an old man by the time he got there.
Yeah, it would take so long to get there. Right. They're
based with the same crap. They can't travel fast. Light matter can't travel the speed of light. We know this. And that's been proven and proven over again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would take hundreds
True,
of
Mr.
thousands.
Toffees. He did say more credible, but still, that's open for debate in a lot of ways.
Yeah, but like more credible than somebody that believes in UFOs. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's low bar. That's low bar to get up. Yeah, it's
like I
like
say, it's debatable.
being smarter than a flat earther. That's like I'm smarter than a flat earther.
There's degrees. There's degrees of credibility. Okay, I do agree with that. Yeah.
Let's see what this dumb fuck said.
And had been having strange dreams and flashbacks, so he sought the help of a hypnotist. While under hypnosis, he recalled being abducted by aliens and taken on a UFO. His description of the aliens gained larger attention. He said they had reptilian features and, more significantly, reported they had a military-style emblem of a winged serpent on their chests. Could this be a close encounter with the mysterious dragon men who supposedly preceded humanity, or was it a hoax? Most UFO skeptics say Schirmer is not one of the most convincing cases, especially given the addition of a third-party hypnotist, but his case continues to intrigue conspiracists to this day. But is there any real evidence of evolved secret reptiles living among us? That depends on what you consider evidence. There are many cryptids out there that people describe as reptile-like. Some, like the Loch Ness Monster of Scotland and the Mokele Mbembe of Africa, are said to resemble dinosaurs who have survived to the modern day. Others, like the lizard men of South Carolina or the Loveland frog, resemble reptiles or amphibians who are evolved enough to stand on two legs, close to the legend of the lizard people. But the one thing all these creatures have in common is that they've only been sighted by a few people, none of whom have managed to take a clear picture, and most scientists believe it's highly unlikely that a creature of this size could hide from human discovery indefinitely. So how did this conspiracy theory jump the line into a major belief? Sometimes all it takes is one charismatic believer to get everyone else on board. And the lizard people found their believer in the form of British radio host David Icke, originally a footballer and sports broadcaster who soon started expressing beliefs in bizarre things.
As well. This is the most insane guy. I don't know why they call him a broadcaster now. He was a broadcaster when I was a child.
Yeah. Right.
And he used to do the football of a Saturday afternoon. And he was all right. He was David Icke. He used to play in golf. I can't remember what team it was. And I think he hurt his hand, so he became a broadcaster, and he was good at it. And then, I don't know what happened to him. He just fucking became this insane bunch of crap.
Oh my God. He went over the deep edge. Oh my God. He fell in the rabbit hole.
And real quickly, happy birthday, Mr. Trucker.
Hi, Al. Oh, that's right. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So, yeah. And
hey, Real Cygnus. How you doing?
Yeah, hello. And Epdef. Am I saying that correct?
Well, let's just say that David Icke is not charismatic. He's just
he's not.
People laugh.
I've seen him interviewed and stuff, and he is not a charismatic person at all.
If you put him in a school, he'll be fucking bullied.
Yeah.
He
He's
goes
gonna be bullied by 10-year-olds.
He goes to Oxford and Cambridge all the time, gives lectures to these guys who basically just laugh at them.
Yeah, that's all
He
you
makes
can
his
do.
money keep doing
But
these.
in the end, he's laughing harder because he's getting paid for it.
Yeah, it's true.
And probably quite a bit.
But yeah, he's far from charismatic.
No, he's not charismatic at all.
He's just derpy.
I think it's sad to say this, but I think out of all the nut jobs on this world, I believe in all this shit. Even bigger than Mr. Mudflaps, whatever his name is.
Oh, Roger.
Yeah.
David Icke is the fucking worst. He really is. Nathan Oakley,
I think
Sergeant, all them fuckers. CC.
I think
but
those
those
soccer
are
balls
evil
off his
people.
head.
I think he is. I think David is a dumbass and like.
Yeah, but some of these Republicans are no different. They're all saying,
but he's. I don't see him as like being a mean person. Like if you have like some of the flat earthers, they're just mean and just want to shout at people.
There's hatred behind them.
Toxic.
He's
He's not toxic. I will say for that. He's not toxic.
So
like
he's one of the dumbest. He's one of the dumbest, but he's not the worst person.
I don't think he's dumb. He's far from dumb. Some of the stuff he comes out is very coherent, but it's just bullshit.
Well, can I say, dog? It's not a Republican leaders over here; it's the Democrats as well. One thought that if the people of Guam went to one side of the island, it would tip over.
Oh no! I was going to say now they're saying like the Mexican invasion is a virus and this and that is a virus and democratic overlords and the Department of Justice, they're viruses. Yeah,
it
a
is
virus that actually killed over fucking 1 million people is fake. What the fuck are they on about?
Yeah, but most of the conspiracy theorists are Republican. Sorry, Mom.
I wouldn't say Republicans are right wing. There's right wing and then there's Republicans. They're like the far right is what they are. Extremes. Yeah, they're the far right. We have the far right, far left.
The
and for some reason, right now, those two are beating out, finger pointing.
Yeah,
it's not the ones in the middle.
Those are the lunatics you got to lose. You got to get rid of.
But stupid keeps voting in stupid, so we're stuck with them for now.
Yeah, let's see what else they got to say about.
Oh yeah, let's see what he has.
Our boy Dave.
I love how they get the characters looking like the people.
Yeah. I like this animation style. It looks a bit like.
It is a nice animation style.
Kurz gesagt, in a nutshell, with the birdies, but then with humans. I like that style.
And then see one of the reptiles, it looks like a snapping turtle because they got the little a tooth coming down.
Yeah.
With their probes.
Yeah, I keep thinking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I see them together. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, let's continue this shit.
Let's continue.
And using his platform as a radio host to spread them. What started as an exploration of New Age philosophies and alternative medicine to heal his chronic arthritis briefly led to a prominent position in the Green Party and a series of books that predicted doom for the world, expressed anti-Semitic views, and claimed we were just one of many parallel dimensions. His bigoted views soon got him kicked out of the party. But it was a 1999 book that left the biggest impact. The Biggest Secret would soon become the most in-depth exploration of the lizard people theory ever published, giving these creatures a name. He claimed that they came from a distant star system called Alpha Draconis. Although they didn't stay there, they could travel across dimensions. Called the Archons or Anunnaki, they'd been there on Earth for ages and had already hijacked the Earth. But they weren't the ones actually ruling the Earth. They had placed another group of genetically modified hybrid beings on the planet to rule in their place. And they had a name, the Babylonian Brotherhood. These powerful hybrids were supposedly the ones running the planet in the form of an Illuminati, and they had the ability to feed on fear and negative energy. Thus, the manipulations of the government were aimed at keeping us in a constant state of fear and led us to embrace an authoritarian global government that would end freedom of speech and elections and rule indefinitely as part of a new world order. But Ike went further than most believers in his theory. He named names. Ike claimed that these human-reptile hybrids had been running Earth for centuries and were secretly behind several of the most powerful people in the world. These included the Merovingian dynasty, a powerful ruling family responsible for uniting much of Europe starting in the 5th century. In more modern times, the list supposedly includes the Rothschilds, a powerful family of businessmen, the Bush political dynasty responsible for 2 U.S. presidents, and the British royal family. He also named former President Barack Obama and former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld, indicating the conspiracy is a bipartisan affair. While these are the most prominent names, Ike claims we've never seen most of the lizard people because they lived underground in massive bases, and we won't see them until they've made their move and it's too late. It's a terrifying conspiracy, but is there any truth to it? Ike and his fellow believers have been widely criticized for their conspiracies having little to no basis in reality and working in many anti-Semitic theories. Ike even personally endorsed the famous historical forgery, The Protocols of the Elders of Zion, which claimed a powerful Jewish conspiracy ruling the world and
What did you say?
Yeah.
Does that make Barack Obama the first black lizard person?
Yep. that was the year that they actually managed to synthesize human skin of color. Yeah.
David Icke is.
I don't like calling him black. He's he's biracial.
Yeah.
Biracial, then yeah, whatever.
Well, at least not white. Oh wait, I didn't hear a poop.
Yes, Tiny.
There's.
Hi, Tiny.
Tiny.
Well, hello there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the first time I connect through a phone because normally I connect it through my laptop, but yeah,
sweet.
Not possible for now. How you all doing?
Yeah,
good. How are you?
What do you want to say about this shit?
Are you still out to sea, or are you at home?
Well. No, I'm still out to sea, but I'm actually now on one of the islands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, waiting for better weather. So I have a little bit mobile network, but not that much.
Okay.
So just a quick question: Do you have to go over a 14-mile mountain of water to get to the southern hemisphere?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the ice wall?
Right? Yeah.
No. There's also no ice wall. No. It's still.
FTFE debated a guy last night, and the guy said, "Well, it's ice all the way down."
Oh yeah, I did.
The water doesn't escape, and he's like, then he brought up the Captain Cook journey, saying that the Antarctica was 60,000 or 63,000 miles in circumference, and like, no.
Yeah, I downloaded it. I didn't listen to it all yet because my internet connection is a little bit low now.
But the guy brought up a website, and even that website took false information, but it showed images of the maps of everywhere that Captain Cook traveled, and it showed everywhere. It just didn't show Antarctica.
The best part I had was actually this trip was a discussion on Discord with Flatsoid. I was actually in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, connected to Starlink, and he said that
satellites don't exist. How did that happen?
No, satellite couldn't exist because radio waves couldn't travel through a vacuum.
That's true.
No. So I actually sent them a video that they called the phone in a vacuum, and you couldn't hear the phone because sound waves don't travel, but the phone still responded and said, but that's the vacuum is too small. That's only what was it? Minus 8 10 to the 8 Thor. Minus 10 to the 8 Thor. So but where the satellites are, I should minus 2 to 5 Thor. So it's actually
very
even more
Yep.
more atmosphere there
Very
than
local,
actually
yeah.
in that fucking bell. That didn't work. But he doesn't answer anymore.
No, he
because you've proven him wrong.
Yeah. He said he had many citations and many demonstrations that he could show that a vacuum can block radio waves, and he actually cited the same paper that he misunderstood what got the whole thing started in the first place.
Yeah, he still
So.
thinks that eye level's relative.
Oh yeah, there's another
That's
guy
his
on
new
this
go-to.
Discord
It's
as well.
not that eye level is the horizon, but it's relative to the horizon, and I'm like, there's really no such thing.
Yeah, there's another guy on his Discord as well that actually said that we always have the 90s with celestial navigation, and I actually cited a whole paper with all the what we need, the adjustments from getting from the horizon that is below eye level to horizon. So wait a minute, that whole fucking table shows that it isn't eye level, it's lower than it. That's why those corrections exist. But that's only me. That's maybe or all other sailors.
So you've never seen a penguin, an armed penguin with a vest that says Antarctic Police on the back?
No, I never saw one with the Arctic Police on the back, except of course for Commander 49. Or
you've seen Amiga-Nuts.
Oh yeah, Amiga-Nuts as well. Yeah, Amiga-Nuts and Commander. That's the only two.
Yeah, but they're stationed on opposite sides, so it's they don't interact that much.
No.
I sometimes have things. I call them innators.
Well,
innators.
You call them what?
Innators. I have these nice little machines that I use to defend myself. I call them innators. I mostly fight with a platypus.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
but it's still. I must say, it's still fun to actually interact with this first on Discord. While they say fake space is fake, so while you're in the middle of the ocean, connected to Starlink.
Yeah. And GPS, how does that work on a ship?
Oh yeah.
No,
I just sent a picture from where I am, or a picture of the egg dish zoomed out as a globe, and no.
Well, I'm in England.
Yeah.
If I had a P900, I reckon I could probably zoom into the middle of the Atlantic and see you.
Right?
Yep.
Well, no. Alan actually tried to zoom into to the Netherlands coast, and but no, he couldn't.
Oh,
so, Alan Evans,
yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was talking to this is a while ago to a flat earther, and I mentioned about GPS, and they're like, well, those cables go underneath the undersea cables they use. I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, there's like boxes attached to them, and that's how they get their transmission. I'm like, seriously? That's not how they get their transmissions.
That is a smart. That was quite smart of them. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, but from supposedly there's transmission boxes. No, that's not how the cables work.
And also,
actually,
a vacuum doesn't stop radio waves. But you know what does slow down radio waves quite a bit?
Water.
The atmosphere.
Water. Yeah, and water.
Well, that's the thing, is if they were on the bottom of the ocean, transmission boxes.
The funny part is
you'd have no signal.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere itself also slows it down. It's only the lack of atmosphere doesn't. Well, no, he actually just read a paper. Later on, somebody actually in Flat Earth's Discord tried to disprove me by sending that same paper. It was actually about Hawaiian islands above the mountains. They try to get above the reflection, the maximum reflection, to get a quicker communication system with light.
Mm-hmm.
But then they didn't need to. They had to get out of the reflection zone, so high up.
Right.
So it was this 400-meter mountain, 1,000-meter mountains, and only 2,000 meters apart from each other. And they tried it, and that was actually the paper he read. And that's from where he got it from. That radio waves can't work in a vacuum. So it has to be tested in an atmosphere.
But it's funny, radio waves, that's how we communicated with the Apollo astronauts, is with radio waves. So yeah, they do work in low pressure, near vacuums. Just saying. Yeah,
and if you get higher up, you have less reflection. That's true, but they still had the test still came out. They had too much reflection, but for next, actually, a pinpoint laser. But some guy showed me that one for the laser test proof that worked. No. And he said it was peer-reviewed, the laser test over the low, whatever. No. So that failed as well. But okay. But we were talking about reptiles.
Yes.
So what is Monitor Lizard doing? What is Monitor Lizard doing right now?
I don't know. He's probably monitoring our transmission, though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or cleaning the woods.
We can neither confirm nor deny that reptiles are on the planet. So.
Yeah, or he's cleaning the woods while walking his dog or making pickles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's probably making pickles. Pickles.
I have a quick question for side chat for Sharky and Mr. Toffees, actually.
Mm-hmm.
When David Icke was presenting Grandstand, who was presenting World of Sport?
Oh.
On the other channel.
Trivia question. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, we only had 3 channels back then. We had BBC One, BBC Two, and ITV. I mean, look now, you got like a trillion fucking.
What year was that?
Anything in the world at any time.
You have way more than us.
Yeah, you can watch anything in the world at any time. Fred Dibner.
Doug, when was the 3-channel thing for you? What decade?
For us?
Oh, you're talking the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, for us it was also in the 80s somewhere. It was the Olympic sports in Canada in the 80s when we got the 3rd channel.
Well, anyway, World of Sport.
Everyone
remembers Dickie Davis.
Hey, Fireman.
Hey, Fireman.
Hey, Fireman.
The reason I ask is I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, so we got channels from San Jose and from San Francisco. So we had like 6 or 7. But if the president was on, that's all you watched. He took over every single channel. Until cable got a foothold and more channels came in.
No, we had for a long time only the Dutch channels 1 and 2. And then for the Canadian winter sports, somewhere in 84 or something, 85, we got, I can't remember the exact year, but then we got the 3rd channel, and it was supposed to go away after the winter sports, but then they decided to make it first sport channel, and that changed to actually education channel, and news channel, education channel. And that's why we now have 3.
Grandstand.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Frank Boff was Grandstand. He was in World of Sport. Dickie Davis as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, we don't like the DD word here, do we?
Nope.
Don't know what that is, but
let's
continue
play.
with the
Carry on.
video. Yes, continue with the video.
Let's Keep going.
See what more derp we can hear.
Yeah.
There's many similarities to the lizard people theory, including having the Rothschilds at the center of many versions. Scientists and politicians have both condemned Ike and denounced the theory, and he finally made Twitter run out of patience in 2020 when he claimed that the COVID-19 pandemic was caused not by a virus, but by 5G cell towers.
Oh, yeah.
So he's probably just a niche conspiracy theorist, and the lizard people theory isn't very popular, right? Wrong. Despite no real evidence for the theory, it has a surprisingly large following, numbering in the millions in the United States alone. A recent poll indicated that 4% of American adults believe there's truth to the theory, which might not sound like much, but it comes out to over 12 million believers. These believers may not get much mainstream attention, but they communicate actively on the internet, even sharing their beliefs on how to supposedly spot these imposters among us. Okay, so what are the supposed signs of a lizard person in human form? Some are related to the nature of lizards, like low blood pressure. Others are seemingly random, but the believers will insist they're a giveaway, like good eyesight and hearing or red hair. Unexplained scars on the body are supposedly a giveaway, maybe because they're not fitting in their skin quite right. Others have nothing to do with the body and more to do with the mind.
Fucking ginger lizard!
What?
Aren't lizards cold-blooded creatures? Don't they need?
Yes,
like
so they can only work. Yeah, so they can only work in. They can only live in warm countries. So, yeah.
So how does that
was
work
exactly the
against,
same
like,
thing I wanted to say.
DC that gets snow.
They're teenagers. They don't
It
get
doesn't work.
off after 12.
Light skin and red hair doesn't work in the warm countries because they get burnt directly.
Yep.
So,
I can verify that. I got summered really easy.
Yeah.
I saw a gecko with freckles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nope. Won't work.
I'm fair skinned. I have freckles all over my body and I got sun damage now because of the times I was a kid playing out in the sun. So
you can't be playing out in the sun. Oh wait, no, you should. Never mind.
Nah. But GloberMom, we actually stopped the video for the same reason. I wanted to say the same thing.
You got that. You picked up on that. Yeah. How do lizard people live in Canada and stuff like that? It just doesn't.
No, that is not possible.
It just doesn't work.
No.
Why did he say gingers and not albinos? With the proper albino, the pink.
No.
Yeah, I know.
But the whole conspiracy is created by V fanboys anyway.
Well, see, the thing is, albinos have souls, gingers don't. There's a difference.
Yeah, but
and the albinos have magical powers, right?
I think it's like David gingerphobia.
Everybody remembers the hit series V from the 1980s, don't they?
What series?
The series V.
No.
Oh, V, yeah. V.
Oh,
yeah, V.
Oh, in the early 80s, V. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the whole conspiracy started with fanboys from those series anyway.
Yeah.
It was a good series, though.
Well, see, Deep in Orbit has it. Lizard people used heated suits with anti-EMF technology. So they were Edgar suits.
Oh yeah.
If you get that reference.
Yeah. Yep.
Or Edgar, the way she said it, Edgar. And yes, Mr. Toppings, there are more gingers than albinos. That's probably why. Yeah.
She was born blonde, but she's gone a little bit more reddish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing
she's a reddish.
Well, it's like a blondie red. I think they call it strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde, yeah.
We're going from lizard people to vegetable people.
That would explain my daughter. Yeah.
I'm just joking.
I will confirm I'm half ginger, so I have half a soul. So there you go.
Oh, now we know why Pip's such a cunt. She got no soul.
Yeah.
Do you get up after 12 when the sun's up?
Oh no, I get up earlier than that. Yeah.
Right.
I have enough of the half soul side to compensate for, having the no soul side. Yeah.
Okay, let's
keep
come on the
going.
dirt here. Come on.
On.
You guys are talking more dirt than we are.
I know.
They are fucking hell. How? For fuck's sake, let's continue.
He's too interested in space or gives off the vibe of not belonging to the human race. Have you ever had the feeling someone is sizing you up and trying to figure out a little too much? They might have been looking for clues. But these bizarre conspiracies are jumping the line into affecting the real world. The conspiracy first picked up some mainstream attention in 2008 when a man named Lucas Davenport decided to write in lizard people on his Senate ballot in Minnesota. While his vote was thrown out and it later turned out he wasn't an actual believer, instead wanting to make a funny joke because he didn't like all of the candidates, the gecko was out of the bottle. Different media outlets covered the conspiracy and it sent countless people running to their computer to Google what exactly the lizard people were, giving the theory and Ike's writings a whole new platform in the digital era. But the theory would influence a far darker day over 10 years later. It was Christmas Day in 2020 when an explosion rocked downtown Nashville, blowing up a building next to an AT&T network hub. While the bomber, Anthony Warner, was the only person killed, it disrupted network communications for days in the area. And the only clue to his motive was a series of bizarre packages he had sent to friends days before his shocking act. Anthony Quinn Warner had previously worked for AT&T, but he held some bizarre views, including beliefs that UFOs had already invaded Earth and that the moon landing had been faked. And the mastermind behind these plots? You guessed it, our reptilian friends. So what gives this conspiracy theory so much staying power? The world is scary out there, so why make it more scary? Why do people believe in evil forces when there's no proof? So
what?
I said, what we gain from this, it means you're a dumb shit for actually making this fucking cartoon.
I want to know if he was on anything when he did that, though.
The only thing I confirm is that Johnny Depp was a reptile in the movie Rango.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. He played the voice of that gecko. You're right.
Yeah. So he was a reptile. He's not now, but he was one.
He played one.
He played one in a movie. That's right.
Yeah.
In plain sight, right? It's all in plain sight.
Yeah.
They put everything in plain sight.
Disney know the truth. They're hiding it from us. Why do they always blame NASA? Fucking Disney.
It wasn't the Disney movie, I think. It was DreamWorks. No, it was DreamWorks.
Steven Spielberg and Disney have got a lot to fucking say because poor NASA gets
but they do blame Disney. Disney is often involved in this shit. Well, in their minds, I mean.
In their minds. Yeah. Yeah, Disney's like this.
Not in their right minds because they don't have that. They don't have right minds.
Isn't Walt Disney's brain cryogenically frozen or something?
That's a rumor. Yeah, that's a rumor.
It's a rumor, but is it been confirmed that it's not true?
I think it's been confirmed it's not true.
I think we should ask David Icke.
Although if you watch Robot Chicken, he was when the alien. If you guys remember the Alien Gonzalez thing in 2000, he was a little Cuban boy that came over to visit his family over here in Florida, and they kept him. The mother came over with the little boy, and something happened to the mother, and he was over here with his family, and the dad was in Cuba trying to get him back, and so Robot Chicken took advantage of that, and it was. Because they did like claymation stop motion, and they took him to Disneyland where Walt Disney was rampaging. He wanted to eat kids.
Well, I believe Walt Disney wasn't a pleasant chap, was he?
I've heard he wasn't. Yeah, I've heard he had his issues.
Well, all geniuses do, don't they?
Yeah.
Well,
James is right. The Shaggy DA was a true story.
The thing was, like old artists,
in the world.
Old artists that worked for Walt Disney while he was still alive had to pretend that everything they did was done by Walt Disney.
Yeah. I think he was very controlling and very narcissistic for sure.
Yeah.
Was
because of a mouse?
Let's watch the last bit of this.
Let's watch some more dirt.
Insanity.
Psychologists believe that this may actually be a way to take back control in their minds. If bad things are happening in the world with no purpose behind them, it's impossible to know when or how it'll get better. If there's actually a shadowy evil force behind all the bad things, people convince themselves that all they have to do is find the people responsible and they can make things better, which in 2020 certainly sounds better to some people than the alternative. And for those who believe in conspiracies, it's notoriously hard to convince them otherwise. After all, if you believe there's a conspiracy to hide the truth, wouldn't someone telling you it isn't true just make you more suspicious? The lizard people conspiracy theory is clearly ridiculous. But then again, that's exactly what we would say if we ourselves here at the Infographic Show were part of the lizard people agenda and wanted to get you off our tail. I mean, trail. I totally don't have a tail. Or maybe we'd admit that we were lizard people and play it off as a big joke, yet again to get you off the scent. Guess you'll just have to take our word for it that we are definitely, probably not part of the global lizard people conspiracy. Now, if you'll excuse us, there's a giant bowl of delicious flies to eat that we've been eyeing this whole time.
Those look like larvae, not flies.
Well,
but okay. Oh, no, they do look like flies. Okay.
There's no lizards in the UK. It's too fucking cold.
It's too cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're safe. We've got lots of gingers, though.
Yeah, there's just so many factors when they talk about lizard people. It's like, okay, yeah, how about X, Y, and Z?
We do have a similar creature to your gecko, but ours is amphibious. Ours is called
You're welcome, Mr. Toffees. Oh, Mr. Toffee says I was in for a boring night work in the graveyard. Thanks, GloberMom, for the laughs.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Our geckos are amphibious. They're called newts.
Oh, newts. She turned me into a newt, but I got better.
You know that there's like these lizard folk and dragonborn in Dungeons and Dragons. And those are the only ones I know.
Good Monty Python reference.
I played that at a friend's house, Dungeons and Dragons, and God, he was a good friend as well. And I just thought, I left there thinking, that guy's fucking insane. What's up with him?
Why?
He was doing all these voices. He was the dungeon master. We had to roll dice.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a dungeon master in our midst.
Yes,
that
would be me.
Even.
Yes, that would be me.
It's a different kind of dungeon, though, right? You're talking about Slim, right?
Yeah, he's not a dungeon
now.
master like
hey, what's
Dungeons and Dragons, but he's a Dungeons and Dragons master.
Yeah, okay. I run Dungeons and Dragons, you know, like adventures and fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's basically a role-playing game. I can't take that stuff seriously. There's plenty, because I play World of Warcraft. I played it since day one. And,
go ahead.
I just play on my own now because it's becoming so much fucking role-playing. For like £10 a month I pay. I just play on my own and just... I wait till I'm over dungeon level. And huh?
My husband used to walk around the street with his friends and do live D&D around the streets.
Yeah. Well,
that's called LARPing.
LARPing, yes.
That's how World of Warcraft's gone. You get these people just talking in these weird
that's what the whole
game. You are my slave because you are an elf warrior.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck off.
Commander? Oh shit, we need to be on track. Commander is watching.
we're being monitored by Commander. We have to behave ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, apparently there has been something found.
Ooh.
A lost underground city of advanced lizard people. It was found under Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, that's where they all come together, right? Where they use Hollywood to
very Demolition Man.
Yeah,
very Demolition Man like.
Demolition Man. That's that Sylvester Stallone film, isn't it?
Yeah. Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sandra
The
Bullock.
undesirables had to live down in the sewers, basically.
Oh yeah.
In what was it, San Angeles or something? It was San Diego and Los Angeles merged together in the future. And they had the great earthquake of 2010.
This is an iceberg. What's it made? It's a rat ass.
Oh, the rat burgers. Yeah, the rat burgers.
Oh, yeah. And Commander, this was fun. But earlier, they were spouting more derp than the video.
God. Yes, we were.
That was fucking scary, bitch. Like, hell fucking no. My friends turned into derpies. I almost had to grab my rifle and exterminate them, but I got them back on track.
Yes, brainless kept us from derailing completely.
Yeah, I kept them from becoming flat earthers.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's never going to happen.
He tried to make me go to bed, and I rebelled and said no. So I'm on the naughty
You're not
step.
my dad.
Yeah. You ain't the boss of me.
Yeah, Taco Bell owned all the restaurants were Taco Bell. That's right, in Demolition Man. They were all Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Well, why didn't no one if you've got chronic diarrhea, maybe that's what the seashells are for. Because if it was Taco Bell,
who has listed people in the back?
Wipe your ass with free seashells.
But they weren't just Taco Bell. They were like fine dining restaurants, and they were Taco Bell.
Yeah, but you still get chronic diarrhea where you go to. I have diarrhea when I went to.
I never had any Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
How many times? I've never had any issues in that department.
Yeah, it's probably to do with the taco was a bit like soft. It was squidgy sort of thing. It wasn't hard.
Squidgy? Yeah. They do have soft tacos. They do have burritos. Yeah.
Sorry about the creaking noise. That's the mooring ropes from the ship.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Jinx, that's right. They had tickets for cursing. And they had the 3 seashells.
Yeah. Quite useful if you didn't want to use the shells.
Imagine if YouTube if your laptop or whatever, your phone just give out tickets during these streams. We'd all keep orbiting, every one of us.
I want to give a little response on what Brendan said about helping us stopping becoming flirts. The only thing I actually had used my internet for during the time I was at sea is actually debunking flirts. So no.
all I say, and you would understand this, Tiny. All I say is, what is the horizon? Why is it there? And I also say to him, if you stand on any peninsula on this planet, look out over sea and use your peripheral vision, you can see curvature. Simple as that.
Yeah, it's very simple. The whole reason we have an horizon is actually that it's actually curving away from us. Because if it wasn't, then we just see a blur blurring it away. And if it was perspective, it was a single dot.
Yeah, you won't get far from a cliff. They'll just zoom you back in with their P1000.
No, but they claim, but it's
the flat Earth. That's why they were discontinued.
No, but the whole thing is when they say it's perspective, how they want to see it in the art way. No, then it's supposed to be a single dot. It won't be a line.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them.
It will just be a dot.
I don't think any of them have seen an ocean in their lives. They all live in that. If they did, they could literally see the Earth is round just by using peripheral vision. You can see it.
No, that's what he did, and he actually had to film a sunrise for it, and he actually did not. And he says he did, but he doesn't want to show it, and he just wants to prove Wally wrong with it.
I was going to say he showed one, and it was exactly as well we predicted. But he showed the sunrise after it already risen.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunrise over here.
Exactly. Polly and I actually have so much fun of Let's Have This Discord. Constantly asking questions she can't answer. I think I can't even remember. I think I asked him about 6 or 7 different questions already he can't answer.
Well,
and I'm stupid for it because he said he answered it.
Think about this. Flatsoid did a short showing a spectrophotometer, which it takes the light and it tells you what it's programmed with. I'm guessing with colors or something, but tells you what the color you're paint using, whatever. And he said that was spectroscopy in a container.
Oh yeah. But the first question.
I went rounds with him because spectroscopy is the study of light.
Yeah. The first question I actually asked him was he actually admitted there's a gradient in the air. So I said, okay, what is the lowest pressure inside that gradient according to you? That was, I think, a year ago I asked him. Okay. And constantly asked them again and again and again. I got a few times blocked for it. And then I was actually completely kicked out of his Discord. But he has an invite on his own YouTube channel. So I got back in on the same name. So I just erased that I entered very quickly, so he couldn't see that I already entered. And I started asking it again. But still, I don't have an answer. So he says there's a gradient.
I think there's a gradient.
Oh yeah, it gave a formula as the lowest pressure. Yeah, but that is not an answer.
But he's doing that. He's doing that Flurf logic thing they're all do now because gas is produced like on the surface of the Earth, so therefore, they're gradient. He says that route.
You have to have a gradient. You have to have containment first to get a gradient. He said.
Right.
There is a containment.
Can I
gravitational?
Yes, go ahead, dog. Go ahead, dog.
Can I just say how the world thinks that flat earthism is the dumbest shit on earth? Ken Ham's personal channel on Twitter, I refuse to call it X, fuck you, Musk. Yeah. I said to him, your version of Christianity is like the flat earth version of Christianity. He blocked me. Fucker blocked me. He got so insulted by that.
He honestly, I don't think he's...
The point is, he thinks that flat earths are so dumb, and when you put flat earth within, that's enough. Block.
He doesn't. He's not a flat earther. He's just a anti.
No, I just converted his type of Christianity as the dumbest form of Christianity there is. This U.S. creationist, and he blocked me.
The sad thing is he's a science teacher, but he taught science at a Christian school. So basically, those kids learned the wrong kind of science.
Jinx is right. I have to listen to his bullshit on answers in Genesis now.
Yeah. I don't think does he have his channel anymore, or did he get it taken away?
No, he still got answers in Genesis.
Okay.
I commented on it today, and also
what I'm saying though is he had his own channel, but I think he went over to Answers in Genesis when YouTube closed his channel down or something like that.
Oh.
Well, I'm also in Twitter prison at the moment. I'm in Twitter jail for 12 hours for answering a guy. You probably know who he is, GloberMom, James Hawke. He's like this old guy. That's just the dumbest fuck I've ever seen in my life.
I may have seen him like here and there, but I don't recall.
I told him to jump off a building and
well, see that
just to say which way he fell. To know if gravity was real. And yeah, apparently that happens to be a Twitter violation. So I'm in jail. I'm in jail till 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Well, yeah, because the algorithm doesn't know the context you're saying it in. Unfortunately.
I think that actually.
I build it.
Sorry. I think actually in one of the, I think it was the debate between Amsterdam, SCRV, and Scum and Flitside. That they said that there nobody ever traveled around the world. I think I shared with you guys that I actually traveled around the world by plane and by boat last year.
Yep.
So yeah.
What they want is when they say circumvent the globe, they want someone to go from the North Pole around the South Pole back up to the North Pole.
Thanks, Commander.
That's what they want, right?
Yeah, but that happened a lot as well. Yeah, but that happened as well. So.
Direction forever, and just get back to their point A, and just see an ice wall out the window. That's all they want.
Yeah.
Well, Commander's speaking. I think he wants to see the City of Lizard people. So I think we should get to show him that video.
The kids were having so much fun. The kids were having so much fun. So I thought let's
we barely got through one video.
Oh, we got
David Icke.
Yeah.
Hey, we wait a minute. We just barely got through one video. It sounds like a Slim stream.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Well, yeah, kind of.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's
skip through them videos.
Let's see what
He
other
does so much research, and he hardly gets through any of them. Bless him.
Mr. Toffees, we derail the train a lot on these streams. So
wait, the rails?
We're gonna push the train back on the rails.
There rails somewhere?
Yeah, there's rails.
Let's see.
They're parallel and they converge off in the distance.
Engineer sinks shaft. Hello. Under Fort Moore Hill to find maze of tunnels and priceless treasures of legendary inhabitants. Who were they? They were the lizard people. Advanced civilization of lizard people discovered under Los Angeles. How do you like that for a headline? Well, it made front page news in 1933 and in 1934. Where? The Los Angeles Times. I'm going to share with you the maps. We're going to read the article, and just to put it into perspective, many people think lizard people were created about 25 years ago via somebody that is considered one of the conspiracy godfathers. However, if you read ancient scriptures, there's even passages that some believe in the Old Testament that describes lizard people. We're going to talk about it, but before we get too deep into this, I want to thank my friends over at healthwithleak.com.
You may want to
Have you heard of
fast forward to this. He's doing an ad.
There's
He's doing
small
a sponsored
catfish
ad. Fast
that
forward.
can survive multiple bites from piranhas. Unfazed. Collagen is the main protein inside of us. That's one of the reasons I highly recommend Health with. Improve your youthful appearance quickly.
I know, Mr.
Okay,
Toffees.
now I'd like to share with you Lizard People's Catacomb City Hunted. This is the original front page from Los Angeles Times, 1934. And well, actually, this one's from 33. We've also got one from 34. Busy Los Angeles. Although little realizing it in the hustle and bustle.
Can I just say that
I'm reading ahead.
Stands above
Sorry.
a lost city.
That scripture is basically Lord of the Rings for fucking stupid people.
Yeah.
It says down in that first column down below, they found gold tablets. What does that sound like?
Warren
yeah.
Geological mining engineer now engaged in an attempt.
Catacombs filled with incalculable treasure and imperishable records of a race of humans further advanced intellectually and scientifically, and even the highest type of present-day peoples. And the belief of Warren Shuffle, geophysical mining engineer, now engaged in an attempt to wrest from the lost city deep in the earth. Below Fort Moore Hill, the secrets of the lizard people of legendary fame and the medicine lodges of the American Indian. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is when news was exciting.
Native American, you fucker.
Yeah.
Well, back then they didn't have that politically correct.
You step backwards into a lizard people nest. That's what they were walking into.
I wonder why I've never heard of these so-called lizard people.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, with all these legitimate journalism articles, you think that we would find out about something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is the first I've even heard of it.
It was also a town in America around this time that wouldn't allow anyone in it to live in it unless they believed the earth was flat.
Yeah, it was I forget what the name. I want to say Zion maybe, but it was in a town of Missouri. I think it was Zion, Missouri, I think. It was a flat earther town.
Flat earther town?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Yes, it
was. Then the solution is
back
easy.
In the day.
Never mind.
The guy was also the mayor of the town and the preacher.
Yes.
So it was probably a small town, I'm guessing.
He was a town of one.
He may be in the sheriff as well. I don't know.
So from what I read, I looked him up. He used an X-ray device for underground observations. He didn't actually go into the underground, from what I'm gathering here.
Yeah.
Maybe he found him first and went. I'm not sure. I have to investigate more.
Or maybe he watched that film, Evolution.
That was before then, but just saying.
I know.
Oh wow, that was smoothly. No, sorry. It's a bit midnight, so I could log into the 1 gigabyte of Starlink I get today.
Oh, nice.
So I just did. So
okay. You just lost your icon, but that's okay.
Jinx says Zion, Illinois.
Then I will see if I can put the icon back. No, I don't have a choice. But no, but no.
Let's see what else they got for us.
Yeah, let's see what else. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not even talking about poles of ticks right now. So let's get into it further. So firmly, the Shuffled and a little staff of assistants believe that a maze of catacombs and priceless golden tablets are to be found beneath downtown Los Angeles, that the engineer and his aides have already driven a shaft 250 feet into the ground. The mouth of the shaft being on the old Banning property of North Hill Street, overlooking Sunset Boulevard, Spring Street, and North Broadway. They even give the directions, and I'm going to show you the map in a minute. But it goes on to talk about how the engineers are convinced of how high quality these radio x-rays are, which were perfected by Shuffled. And I'll show you we'll look at a photograph.
Just a tiny question. Radio x-rays?
Yeah, radioactive.
Yeah.
Is that something different than regular x-rays, or?
No, it's radio.
No.
Radiology.
It's just another name.
Radiology is you go to radiology to get your x-rays, but I think they also had now they had like CAT scans and MRIs and things in that department. But yeah, radio is basically radio x-ray. That's what radio.
Okay.
Radioactive.
Okay.
That's why they wear lead vests.
Yeah, I know, but it's not radioactive.
It just talks about waves.
Yeah. So okay, just to clarify that for my dumbass. Hey, they don't call me brainless for nothing.
Half of him in a minute. But he describes minerals, tunnels below the surface of the ground, an apparatus with which he says he has traced a pattern for catacombs, vaults, forming the lost city that looks like a reptile. And he plans to send a shaft downward until he has reached a depth of 1,000 feet.
Now that's deep.
Discontinuing operations. Now, the legend supplies. Shuffled learned of the legend of the lizard people after his radio x-ray had led him hither and yon over an area extending from the public library on West 5th Street to the Southwest Museum on Museum Drive.
Also, like, he used x-rays. Okay.
Right.
So he found structures or whatever. He found a lost city. How the fuck did he know that it contained lizard people?
Jinx, thank you. It's Zion, Illinois.
Yeah.
Was the flat Earth town.
Okay.
So just want to clear that up.
Okay.
Yeah. Back. It should. We have LiDAR and stuff that penetrates. It can see things underground.
Yeah.
LiDAR, I don't
similar
think so,
technology, right?
LiDAR is light, so that's probably not going to get through.
But
not LiDAR.
Did you never? How do you know that there were lizard people? Did you never ever saw the Discovery Channel series Time Team? Time Team was actually they had a certain amount of time to find some archaeological thing. They never could find what they were looking for, but they found the shaft of a pot or something, and they could draw a whole city out of it.
Right.
Yeah, it was fake, of course, but still.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah. That's how they can find an earring, and they know what color of hair and the person was look like, and how much photo shoots she did, and how much TikTok followers she had.
Right.
So
all by the DNA they found on it, right?
Yeah, that's how this conspiracy thinking is working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx, yes, it was ground penetrating radar. That's what I was thinking of.
That was invented in the 1920s, I believe.
Yeah.
Is this around the 1920s? What was the date?
1930, 34, 35 when he did this.
Oh, you probably made
exactly. And
technology then.
Yeah.
And I still know how much Twitter followers she has. I know 0.
Yeah. Probably.
But they said he heard about the lizard thing after he did this. And it's like,
I'm not a big radar type guy, but wouldn't something that you're shining at the ground and using as a radar and X-ray would only penetrate 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 feet maybe at the most?
I think
radar,
it depends on
radar. Nothing.
Jinx says ground penetrating radar goes 100 feet into the ground.
Yeah, you can actually
discovered a lot of coffins and graveyards and things where they didn't know they were at, or houses buried underneath the ground that used to be above ground, that kind of thing.
You can actually
for graves of murder victims,
right?
Stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have waves that actually go through that and bounce off of other stuff like X-ray and everything. Normal radar bounce off to everything you actually come across.
Yeah.
Well, not
I get that. I mean, where I live, we in North, it's very rural, and it was obviously a big place for Saxon treasure and that, and a lot of it is found where I am. So the whole county is full of metal detectors. No, detectorists. You're supposed to say they're full of detectorists. You get when especially when the farmer is ploughing and before they plant their stuff. So just before spring, they're all fucking in there. You see hundreds of them all over the place, and I get that. But I didn't think ground penetrating rate. 100 feet, even that's not enough to fucking see. Well, we've talked about this. I went into a mine in Cornwall, just a tin mine, and after 100 feet, I was like trying to, I was holding my nose, trying to blow my ears out and everything. It was just weirdly deep.
No, they can. No, they can actually with seismic, they can actually see a lot more. Maybe you'll have to talk to PC Tony. He actually does that for a job.
Okay.
Right.
So the thing I need to say, like with the tunnels underneath these cities, especially over here, is there are some cities that have tunnels underneath them. Those are like the old, they were built upon top of and everything. LA is the same way.
You going back to Demolition Man?
I'm just saying is there's something to be said about old tunnels and under cities, because they're like the newer city was built on top of the older city. And a lot of these tunnels, I guess, were actually rumored to have been used by Chinese residents to escape a notorious Chinese massacre in 1871 in LA.
Oh, right.
So it stands to reason. I mean, that does make sense why there's tunnels down there, why they may have found bodies or something, or bones or what have you, you know? But they all have those stable stories. So
if it's LA, it's probably a vault line. It's not fucking.
Yeah, possibly.
Seismic actually use sound waves to actually penetrate and sees where it bounces off and different frequencies. Yeah, that's how they actually discover it. It's not radar.
I know Plymouth well, Mr. Toppies.
Mm.
Used to have a boat in Portsmouth, Fareham. Well, it's not.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
It's far
The
away
legendary
from.
Sorry.
No, let's
the
carry
legendary
on.
lost city of tunnels was built in the shape of a lizard, also a Hopi symbol of longevity. So there's rumor that these tunnels were from the Hopi tribe. They had tales of it from 3000 BC. Of these tunnels and things. So it could be, there's always things always have a little hint of, and people make more out of it than they actually are, So it kind of makes sense.
Well, that just sounds like pareidolia.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they were in the shape, well, look at the NASDAQ lines. They're in shapes of stuff, birds and what have you.
Well, yeah.
So it makes sense. But okay, go ahead and play.
Yeah.
Play the dirt.
Yeah.
I knew I was over a pattern of tunnels, the engineer explained yesterday, and I had mapped out the course of the tunnels, the position of large rooms scattered along the tunnel route, as well as the position of deposits of gold, but I couldn't understand the meaning of it. Then Shuffled was taken to the Little Chief Greenleaf of the Medicine Lodge of the Hopi Indians in Arizona, whose English name is El Macklin. The Indian provided the engineer with a legend which, according to both men, dovetails exactly what Shuffled says he has found. Then it goes on to say the X-ray revealed the location of one of the 3 lost cities on the Pacific coast, the local one having been dug up by the lizard people after the Great Catastrophe, which occurred about 5,000 years ago. So, the form of a huge tongue of fire which came out of the southwest, destroying all life in its path. Gee, that sounds like a solar flare to me, or maybe a rogue planet.
That's not how that worked.
This device, here he is, mining engineer G. Warren Shuffled with radio X-ray device for underground observations, Los Angeles. This was either 1934 or 1935.
It looks like he's saying, this is my masturbation device.
It was kind of a...
Here, pause that for a minute. Yeah. I was going to say, solar flares don't reach the Earth in that way.
No.
No,
that's
absolutely not.
Our magnetic fields take care of pretty much any bad stuff.
Yeah.
Apart from in that film knowing.
It's a film.
Yeah, and also
But, yeah.
Oh, hang on. So David Icke and all this fucking nonsense is wrong, but I quote a film and I'm a prick.
Yeah.
I didn't say you're a prick. I just said
there?
it's a film. I just said it's a film.
I'm joking.
But even if you don't, you're still a prick.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. But the point being is that this is all nonsense. I commend Commander for digging this out and having to watch this.
It's crazy. This is just a lot of pareidolia, a lot of like Hopi, a lot of Native American myth, things like that, right?
I mean, why is he so grumpy in the picture there? It's like, this is fucking mine. Get away. I'm going to shoot you. Why does he look so grumpy?
I don't know.
Maybe that's what just after Prohibition, I suppose. So,
I'm also trying to think of at that time, did they have instantaneous flashes or did they have to wait? You remember they had the old photo cameras from the 1800s where you had to sit there and wait for the flash powder to go off. That's why people never smiled. I don't know if they had flash bulbs in the 30s.
Yeah. Any danger, photographer? Fucking hell, you're annoying me.
They may have had flash bulbs. I'm sure they did.
But then again, also this is
looks constipated, right, Mippet?
Yeah. Oh wait, he had to pose for the picture, but he had to take a dump so badly. It's like, hurry up, you cunt! I need to take a dump.
Yeah. This is my machine. My machine. Fuck off.
I can't leave it because someone's gonna steal it.
Okay. Let's get back
flash
to
bulbs were mentioned in the 20s, so they probably did have flash bulbs back then. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they had them big things that fucking blew up. It just blew up in a big flash.
Yeah.
Big flash.
UCLA.
My guess is
another article.
This
is the Daily Mirror, Los Angeles history. This is from 2009, and this is some other stories talking about gold hunters digging for lost underground empires of lizard people.
Well, 2009, they knew this stuff.
So when you put this information together,
what?
His safety signs. Why is he lined up on me?
Looks like microfiche. He got it off of a microfiche.
Not that
one, but when he did the newspaper
kind of
one.
Upset. This is from UCLA.
It's black background with the white
another article.
That.
This is the Daily Mirror, Los Angeles history. This is from 2009, and this is some other stories talking about gold hunters digging for lost underground empires of lizard people. And that goes on for quite some time. So when you put this information together and you start to question the narrative about, are we the only people? Are we the only types of people? It becomes more and more exciting, doesn't it? So let me show you this map, though. I want to show you part of the map. This is from lamag.com. Here's the map. They're saying this is all the tunnels underneath LA.
Lizard.
And
I
what's
don't
interesting
look
about
like a lizard.
Oh, that's
not at all.
That looks like the UK. That looks like the UK when it's gotten old.
But and also like how
Scotland up the top there. If you're looking at just the lines and not the photo, Scotland up the top there. That's the UK.
Okay. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I can kind of see that.
But also, like, how
pareidolia. That's what we were talking about.
That's all it is.
But also, how did they know that there's gold there?
Yeah,
and also,
I think that's just part of the ancient Hopi myth, and just hope like the city of El Dorado, that kind of thing, where they had all this gold, ornate gold and stuff, that kind of thing. Just all kind of a myth.
I think he's got an arrow with shaft written on it. That needs to be a lot lower, I think. It needs to be a lot lower. Well, you can see the shaft there sticking out.
Yeah,
like an old man with an erection. Just
so they took a blue pill.
Looks like
so he wouldn't fall out of bed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could have turned that into a dungeon map at some point.
Go on, press play.
Yeah.
Let's
press play.
See what
it is.
Yeah.
Supposedly 285 tunnels, fully equipped with vast chambers large enough to accommodate 1,000 families who lived off of the store of food and water placed there by the tribe. This super race, allegedly related to the Mayans, had reportedly fled a catastrophic meteor shower and created several such communities along the Pacific coast. Well, that sounds very similar to what a lot of these petroglyphs are showing us in stone until, that one Smith that thinks they're the Sonian comes out and they like to rewrite the narratives and rewrite history.
Oh
and tell
my
everybody finds
God.
these things are crazy.
This
And they're
dude
just cat
sounds
bones. And there's,
angry.
swamp
Why is
gas
he
from
angry?
Uranus.
I don't know. Maybe because this is derp and you don't like derp.
He's angry because somebody's trying to tell him that he's insane, and he doesn't want to hear it.
Well, we've seen the way he lines up his warning signs. He lines them up neatly behind him.
If you notice, bring up the Smithsonian, which is a federal, it's run with federal dollars.
It's a Natural History Museum, isn't it? The Smithsonian.
Yeah, it's in Washington, D.C.
I've been there.
So
It's one of the most amazing places.
It sound like the government had something to do with the propaganda or misinformation or something. Is what he's sounding like now.
I've met many of those guys, and they all have tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the guy presenting this is just telling the story. I'm not sure if he.
Well, no, he just
he's
says something about
someone who believes-
history and then getting angry because someone named Smithsonian revised history. He started doing this stuff. I think he's salty because they probably found out what the guy did wasn't on the up and up. It wasn't what he said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like they're revising history. They. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are. Oh.
If you go the outlier, well, I don't know where you got 285 Ks from because I've got halfway up that. But, well, I said it looks like a warped version of the UK. It looks more like a dodgy chicken fetus.
It does. It looks like something you see in a
since Doc said it, there's only one thing I see.
Mm-hmm.
You see the UK, yeah?
No, I see the dick.
Well, yeah, you see the dick sticking out on his body.
Okay.
The spout is pointing downwards. I don't know why. But I got halfway up and I got like 12 tunnels. Where did you get 285 from?
Who the hell knows?
A little bit back to reality.
Yes.
The whole thing about reading the history and then getting mad about because he thinks it's different than what he reads. That actually shows already that
he wants to believe in the conspiracy. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when it's presented a different way because they found out more information, it's all like they're revising history. It's propaganda. They're disinformation.
No, we've learned more.
Right.
For fuck's sake.
That's how science works. Science builds upon science, builds upon science, builds upon science.
Yeah,
that's not absolute.
That's the same as like years back that like if they found a body with a spear next to it or spearheads, that's probably usually the only thing that was left. They said, "Oh, that was a man." They didn't even look at the bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the funny part about the most of the flirt memes. They say that we actually learn what to think, and instead of thinking freely.
Right.
No, we learn how to think.
They're not. Yeah.
But
we learn what to think, and they reading memes.
Yeah.
And also, no, we learn how to think, and they learn what to think.
No, they learn how to. We learn how to think, and they reading memes. That's it. They even learn what to think because they don't think. That's the whole thing.
We also learn how to problem solve. I bet you none of these people can problem solve if they tried.
Yeah.
No.
Probably not.
The whole thing that I'm still alive after 25 years. The whole thing that I'm still alive. The whole thing that I'm still alive after 25 years doing global navigation, and I'm not lost at sea.
You can get from point A to point B without getting lost.
Yeah,
Using
I still
global
can.
navigation. Mm-hmm.
The same as what's the numbers again? That wolf, that's pilot. What's his name again?
Wolfie 6020.
Wolfie 620, yeah.
Like we got a captain and a pilot.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck can they debunk both of you?
Exactly. Don't forget, we have actual medical doctors and PhDs as well.
Yeah.
That know what they're talking about.
But a PhD doesn't mean shit if you're not talking. If that PhD is not in the field that you're talking about.
Oh, that's what
I'm saying though
meant
is they have
with Tony.
quote unquote PhDs that get their degrees or their masters from a trailer on the side of a road in Colorado.
But how can we? No,
I'm as sick as shit.
No, but how can we do the ground survey and everything? And PhD Tony, it is the job, and he actually his end project. He actually based it on the flat Earth he did before.
Right.
That was actually his end study.
Yeah. No, you're correct.
And I do need to say something that the Native Americans have been finding and exploring caves and tunnels for millennia. So that's nothing new to find caves and tunnels and things like that underneath areas that exist now. It's nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And maybe back then it was really hot, so they lived underground instead of above ground. There's many reasons why that, had stuff in it.
Oh yeah. If there's a volcano underneath, it's nice and warm. You can actually cook on it. And here on the Azores, they actually cook on a volcano. They used parts of the stone they flatten out, and they used this baking place. It's just normal volcano.
Krakatoni, exactly. Yes, I can. I'm not going to yell at you.
That's the PhD journey what I was talking about. Yeah.
Krakatoni.
He knows a lot about genetic stuff and how to see things in the earth but never ever call him a liar. Then he works with Tony's.
No, he don't like that. He does not like that. Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
He doesn't
shall we?
Okay. Well,
play on.
Because I want to say. I want to tell you guys
the chicken fetus. It now looks like an old man who's had a blue pill who's chasing a young nurse around a nursing home.
Oh, just
had a walking stick. Had a walking stick.
Yeah, I see a hand there. I don't see what Brainless sees. I see a hand coming down like he's got a walking stick.
You'll see because I've been using paint.
Yeah, that's
come on, Brainless.
I'm seeing a little dancing chicken, like with two chicken legs.
Oh,
well, yeah, I saw a chicken fetus. Yeah.
Dancing chicken. I don't know why.
Sorry, I clapped.
Fuck. Where's the video? Wait, that is the. Let's add this one back. To you.
Oh God.
We come in peace. You leave in pieces.
Or you can keep your own
Slim
swamp
Whitman
gas from
explode
your
that
own,
brain.
and I'll look for the data. I don't need your fluff. The story, loosely drawn from a Hopi Indian myth by a tribesman called Chief Greenleaf, which actually that name is not a Hopi name. So there's some interesting conspiracies about that. This story comes out in the papers with these discoveries. Then they go on to look for it. And the information that I'm gathering, they did not find the actual treasures. Did strange people live underside of Los Angeles 5,000 years ago?
Underside or underneath? Oh my God, dude, get the right word.
Were they the Spaniards? Were there cities underneath LA? Yes, of course. And we can find those cities today. We need to get out there and search this area. However, it wouldn't surprise me if the Army Corps of Engineers or some other organization destroyed all evidence, took anything that was down there, and just covered up what they could.
Oh yeah.
Got rid of these tunnels, fill them
Why
up,
would they fucking
so
do
that way
that?
nobody can really search for this kind of stuff. Because with this kind of map, if these tunnels were there, like we should.
Okay.
If this is under LA, I can guarantee you, vandals have already been down in those tunnels. It's probably all graffitied up.
Well, like Ike was WUZ here. That sort of graffiti.
Because you know, underground tunnels, people like the catacombs in Paris, people go down there when they're not supposed to. Abandoned buildings, people go into them, they're not supposed to.
It was very simple. It was.
Why are the army? Why would they hide it? What are they hiding?
To hide the lizard people.
Guys,
like
they actually brought a movie out that tells it was Snake that actually escaped from LA.
Oh. Snake Plissken. That's right.
Yeah. There's no fucking snake on this motherfucking plane.
Wrong movie.
All right.
Different movie.
He heard snake.
No.
You know
He's talking about Solid Snake.
He first escaped from New York and later from LA.
Yeah, why did he have to escape these places?
Al says, I see the wiring schematic for a 1990s laptop. And
he was hired to actually.
I see Mr. Zoidberg.
He was hired to
Dr. Zoidberg from Futurama.
Save the rest of the world from some bomb or something. They didn't have.
In Escape from LA, LA was a big walled-in prison in the near future.
Oh
and
yeah.
The plane crashed into it, and so they sent Snake Plissken in to save the president.
Oh yeah. And the first one in New York was actually to get that bomb that didn't exist.
Yeah.
If it didn't say Plissken at the end of that film, click off the world.
I think Escape from LA was first, then it was Escape from New York after that.
The other way around, I think.
I'll have to look it up.
Because LA was bigger. And that's why the PUSA or the President of the United States of America that band
okay, that was 96. Okay.
made that song that why doesn't
you're right. Escape from New York was first in 1981, and then Escape from LA didn't come out till 1996.
Right.
So it came out 15 years later. Yeah. I never saw Escape from LA, but I saw Escape from New York. So that's when
remember GloberMom. I'm good in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually am, but I'm scatterbrained these days. So
I suck with movies.
I get them mixed up. Sometimes on what came out first.
And I
think PUSA, the band United States of America, actually based that song "Why Doesn't LA Sink into the Ocean" based on that movie, but I'm not sure.
It's held up by lizard people. Have you not been?
I've always heard that with the big earthquake, because the San Andreas Fault runs to the east of it, that it literally would break off and part of that California go in the ocean, which is not true. It would just it would make a big river in between, is what it would do. They had it right in 2012. They had the big earthquake. It became a river. Yeah.
And that's actually why Escape from LA is LA, because there's a river between the mainland and and they turned a whole LA into a prison.
Right.
Can I again quote Al Murray, the pub landlord? It's not San Andreas' fault. fucking your fault for building on it. Fucking typical Americans.
We have faults all over the place in America. Even you guys have faults in UK.
Blaming
the
UK. I'm using Vault as fault.
Oh, Vault.
Well, the whole
I gotcha.
The whole UK actually invented a big continent as Expression Islands, and it's called Australia.
That's true.
Yeah.
It started out as a penal colony. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And
right,
it's the only place on earth that any animal on there, even a cute bunny rabbit, only has to look at you and you die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everything is poisonous.
Except the quokkas. Except the quokkas.
But also be very the most dangerous one. We all know it. The drop bear.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
But not the quokkas.
Exactly.
But not the quokkas on Rhode Island.
Isn't Qantas the
Look at that. Irish Demon did a show that he fished Rhode Island. And he had that cute quokka actually picking his hair, picking his sunglasses and everything. That's fantastic. Quokkas are fantastic.
Okay. Well,
I've been to Australia.
Let's continue with this. Yeah, we're gonna
go check under your toilet seat and everything for like tiny little spiders and all sorts. You just got to avoid everything. Everything can kill you out there, including the criminals, all the ex-penals.
And if you don't watch out, I'm coming over to England now. I'll fucking kill you.
Shut up! I'm gonna beat the shit.
All
out
right,
of
you guys, come on. Hit play.
A link.
Hit play, Terry.
He's got a link, Mom.
Look for this area.
He needs to pay for it.
Like where can we find some underground shafts or something that could get us into this location where they went before? Traces of Catacomb City of Lizard People sought. So right here, December 22nd, 1938, Times columnist Ed Ainsworth takes a look at various legends of lost California gold as engineer Roger J. Adams begins digging according to Los Angeles. According to the Times clips, a fair amount of dirt from Fort Moore Hill was used as fill during construction of Union Station. The job was done mostly by hand with men using picks and shovels as a public works project to provide jobs during the Depression. Well, that's not telling us anything. What do you think about the lizard people? What do you think about the underground city scenario? Looking forward to hearing about it. Thanks for watching.
Don't
Hit
buy
the
what
bell.
you
Be
say,
well.
that's
Have
for
a lot
sure.
of podcasts coming up. Lizard people.
Cheers,
fella.
Well,
the only. I'd say he said something that made sense.
Yeah.
And that was the part that he said, that is not telling us anything.
He did say that.
Yeah.
The rest of it, though, was all bollocks.
Yeah. But
he just sounded like he bought into the story and just, oh my God. The way he acted with that, the Smithsonian. It's like, come on, dude.
I'm gonna put all my warning signs out neatly lined up and then make a video of it.
Yeah.
Why was he on the right of the video? Why wasn't he just in the center of it? He wanted to show off his warning signs and his artwork on the back wall.
Yeah, that's true. But I still say there's if there's tunnels in like that in LA, they've already been explored and abused by teens and things like that.
I'm guessing there's tunnels all over the world.
I think if there actually were tunnels underneath LA like that, there's probably a society of homeless people living there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is it's occupied or
they're probably all mines, especially in America, like gold mines or something.
Don't think gold was found down there, but it's more up where I live that gold was found.
No.
Well, I can go to any river and sift there for hours and get
Yeah, but there's no rivers in LA.
Gram of gold in the river itself.
The LA River, but it's not really a river. So.
A river.
The whole tunnel things is if they exist, it was already exploited by tourists companies. Like they have in Annabelle. It's it's fantastic to have, but still, it's yeah.
I mean, I live near Sacramento. There's underground tunnels there, but they're like used for like smuggling stuff. And have you heard the term being shanghaied? They actually did that there and in San Francisco, where they would get drug people in bars, take them out through the tunnel, and they'd end up on a ship. Would wake up on a ship.
About tunnels.
San Francisco.
About tunnels. There's still somewhere on the internet, somewhere, I don't know where. There's few girls that went on holiday to the island where I live on, that called the activity company that you can hire rafts and everything. They wanted to dive underneath the island.
Okay.
And at that moment, the guy started the recording. It's all in Dutch, but the girls actually were very serious, and he acted very serious. You want to have a full tour or anything and everything. Those girls actually thought you could hire a trip to go with a diver underneath the island to come to the other side up again.
Wow. So they thought the island was floating on the water, basically?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, so you're not from San Francisco.
It's not how islands work. Just saying.
Brainless, it's somewhere on Dumpert.
Okay.
You could probably find it.
I'll be fucking looking.
Islands are the tops of underwater mountains. Just saying. I mean, they don't. Just
any piece of land is. Any piece of land.
Truly, yeah. Well, there are of course maybe tunnels underneath islands, but on the bottom islands, no.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
I mean, if the islands were just floating on top of the water, they'd be moving around the earth. Just saying.
Yeah.
It would not be in the same place.
Nope. No.
Wouldn't work like that.
That would move. Even though the air above it.
I can see that, Jinx. And I've heard of people making their own islands out of like plastics and things. But those islands can float around because you're not tethered to anything.
Well, those
that's a funny fact about the whole thing, that they say that there's a lot of space rubbish according to us and everything. Well, that's in a space that's millions and millions and millions of times bigger than about the Pacific Ocean.
Right.
And it's less than the largest plastic islands. And somehow I crossed the Pacific Ocean many times and never ever saw plastic islands.
Oh, that one that supposedly was the size of Texas or something?
Yeah. I never met it and saw it.
You actually looked for it.
Oh.
Yes.
Did you look for it with a P900?
No, better cameras. But the other thing is that they say, space that must be completely full. Yeah, you have things floating there, size of a fucking, not even size of a paperclip is smaller, or a satellite the size of a Coca-Cola can in way more space. Millions and millions bigger space. And still we can see those because the reflection of the sunlight.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. You can see about 3 hours after sunset, you can see them up until then. And you can see at least like 50 of them in them 3 hours.
See, space rubbish, it's hard. It's less harder to spot, but actually to actually pinpoint space rubbish where you don't know where it is, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack the size of Mount Everest.
It's not. If you just look up, you can see them. Within it, you've got a 3 hour window, and you can even see them a little bit up to.
I mean, astronomers have
that's true.
Done
but
like time
actually,
exposure, what have you, and stacked and found the streaks of the satellites going across the sky.
You can tell the difference between a satellite and an aircraft. An aircraft will be flashing.
But to find space rubbish is actually, looking for a needle in a haystack the size of Mount Everest.
Yep.
And somehow we have the technology to actually pinpoint it exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, but according to Flair, so they're just balloons.
Yeah.
They're actually stuck to the dome by suction cups. That's why the ISS exists and why it's such a high budget. They have to supply Windex to dome all the time.
Yeah.
From all the
dome gleam.
Why does NASA buy that much helium and not this glass cleaner stuff?
I know. It's all a ruse. The helium is helium, quote unquote.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's to deflect from the fact that what ISS is up there for.
Well, helium deteriorates quite quickly. So any balloon that is filled with helium, some of these satellites have been knocking about since the 60s, 1960s. And the helium balloon, they would be on the floor by now because helium.
Well, most of your high altitude balloons only last for so long before they bring them down.
Yeah, of course they do. Or they pop. They expand so much they'll just pop, and there's no material.
Yeah, and some come down like that Samsung one. That came down before they wanted it to, and landed in someone's backyard, and that was like proof positive that satelloons are actually satellites. There are no satellites. Even though that was just a cell phone, we could take a selfie in space.
That's saying like, no, ducks, swans don't exist because I see a duck.
Yeah, white swans don't exist. Right. Or white swans don't exist because I found a black one.
Yeah. A good guy actually made a translation mistake, and he said that he said fluids and gases. He meant liquids and gases.
Gotcha.
And there's no problem with that. And you can make the mistake. But
I think it's probably about fluid.
At QE rant on it. He said fluids are classified as gases.
Gases are classified as fluids.
But
exactly. He said that the guy was a moron, but he actually made the mistake because technically, if you say fluid and gases, it's not a mistake. But it's not an error. It's possible. It's okay, you say the same thing double, but still it's the same. And then he compared it with it's the same thing as saying color and purple.
Right.
This is what players don't get.
So I tried to explain it to him as with his own fucking analogy. He just made a mistake and he said two things the same, but you actually called him a moron by saying purple is color, so all colors are purple.
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck? And P is Q and Q, therefore QSP argument is going to shit. So thank you for that.
All right, Dog, what do you want to say?
No, I was saying players don't get the fact of gradient pressure. And if you take like, at least 100 tons of atmosphere is lost to the vacuum daily.
Every day, yeah.
And they're like,
it leaks out.
No, it can't be. It's enclosed. And no, it's not how it works. There's always atmosphere leaking from this planet.
Who was it? Was it Flatsoid or SSUM was saying that our Earth is a open system? Like, no, it's not. It's a closed system.
Oh,
it's not a closed system.
No.
Wasn't it
Flatsoid? It's a closed system.
Yeah, Flatsoid said that the Earth was an open system. Yeah. Lately.
It is a closed system, but it's also, you know.
No, but he was saying it's an open system.
It is open, but can be regarded as a closed system.
Right.
No, it's a closed. We live in a closed.
If you look at the science thing, it says it's a closed system.
Yeah.
But nothing floats in space, and nothing does float in space. It's always being pushed or pulled somewhere.
You have a third name, and that's why it's correct. What was it given?
It's open, closed, and isolated.
Yeah, we're not isolated, and because it's closed, still particles can diffuse in other systems, and in other systems they mean other planets.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean other gravitational pulls. So the moon can actually pull oxygen from our.
The closest system is matter can go in, matter can come in, matter can go out, but energy only comes in or something like that.
Yeah, but what I mean in those in the universe is actually you have a closed system that actually pulls the air in, but if there's of course it disperses a little bit and it doesn't pull. I lost something. Another closed system like Mercury or whatever planets can pull that in, and that's why it's so much gravity towards the universe we have that they call the universe and contained system. That was it.
Yeah, but no, once you dismiss gravity, you've got to start believing in other things. And when you think of a dome, then you need to become a born-again Christian. And this and that. And this just goes into
no born-again Christian believes in the earth is flat, though.
They have to do.
No. It's not a book about the flat earth.
Many religions in the world, what I respect, and they have.
We also still have the
okay.
I want to see Sasquatch.
Yeah, okay. But there are many. I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing.
Okay.
There's many religions in the world what I all respect, and none of them actually support officially flat Earth.
No, yeah, they don't.
None of them. They all think flat earthers are crazy.
Yeah.
And if the religion does not think you're crazy, you're crazy.
How long is this third video?
I don't know. Third and fourth.
Well, let's just
we're at the 2-hour mark, so I was just wondering.
Yeah. We can wait that for the next. But yeah. Well, let's look at this.
Happened this spring.
Yeah.
And I come back here because I want to
I think
conquer my
most people have
fears.
seen this.
But I never come back here without a gun or without a dog. I have Jupiter with me. now Jupiter doesn't seem real
He
big,
doesn't
but
love
he's a
his
tough
dog.
dog. And all Bigfoot
Because
and
he has
afraid
already
of
twice
dogs.
ate
This
a
is
gun
a
at the
fact.
dog.
Look, I was
look at
molested.
that dog. Yeah.
I was
Oh my
molested
Did
by
you
a
just say
Sasquatch. It's a
Bigfoots are
fact.
naturally afraid of
And
dogs?
hearing all this in the news
Yes.
of like Al Franken and Roy Moore
dog
and
just
Donald
looks like he
Trump,
just doesn't wanna
it just
be there.
brings it all back. I got PTSD, so I'm watching TV and I see this about our president molesting people, and I'm thinking, I've been molested.
Oh!
You know? Nobody
No,
wants
this
to
is
help
also
me.
Jericho. He's not holding his gun right.
No,
He's not
no.
holding his gun right.
No. There was this guy that claimed. There was this guy that claimed he was raped by Sasquatch, and it's so unbelievable story.
I think we covered him a couple of times on Slim Stream. Yeah.
Yeah. All of it is so wrong. It's 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 almost unbelievable that there's no SNL cited in the corner, because it could be a Saturday Night Live sketch.
I'm just looking at that.
Al Franken did start on Saturday Night Live before he became a senator, and then he had he resigned from that. Yeah.
I'm just looking at that poor dog who's just looking and saying, "Please, master, I know you feed me and take me for walks and that, but just shut the fuck up, dude. Please, shut the fuck up."
Yeah. You probably relate to the dog quite well.
It's almost.
Is this
the guy who wears protective pants made from dog food bags? I don't know.
I don't know.
It looks like he's wearing jeans.
It's almost.
Probably in another video.
I would not be surprised, but I've not heard him say that. But maybe
that's probably why the dog's sticking around. He probably has residue on it.
That's what he meant. The dog is sticking around because he filled his pants with dog food.
He smells it, right?
Molested by a Sasquatch, and I know a lot of people are saying that it wasn't a female Sasquatch, that it was a male Sasquatch, and it wasn't. It was a female. I'm not gay. I'm not. Nothing like.
No, but how does getting art by a male make you gay?
Is he saying he had sex with a Sasquatch?
Yeah.
He says
Sasquatch
he's
had
been,
sex with him.
He was S8 by a Sasquatch.
He was raped by Sasquatch.
Well, YouTube doesn't like that artwork.
And they let people like that have animals? Oh God, that's scary.
I know, scary, huh?
And you know what the scary thing is? It's not just an animal that he's got. Look at his hand.
Look where you paused it. Look at the disappointment in the dog's eyes. Probably disappointment, shame, and what's he done to that poor dog?
I'm also kind of scared that he has a gun too.
Yeah.
The way he's holding it freaks me out right now. I'm just saying.
Oh,
that thing's gonna go off or something. I don't know.
Right.
When I see videos
in
of
America
people with
at the bottom of a cornflakes box.
No, but also like I am always so scared when I see videos of Americans holding a gun and like not knowing shit about gun safety.
The way he's holding it, there's no way he could use that gun to fire that gun in that position. It's not in a holster where he can grab it to fire it. He's holding it around the trigger area.
He's holding it so you can see it on camera.
Right.
And like I think no, you can be a flatterer, but you can't be this stupid. Because I actually like if he believes this, he is stupider than a flat earther.
He's gonna cry.
No.
He is crying.
I mean, plus most of those have recoil. If you don't hold them with two hands, they can do some really bad damage to you.
Well, depends on what kind of caliber it is. But if you want to shoot a Sasquatch, you probably want a big one.
No, I'm still convinced that flat earth is stupider than believing in Sasquatch.
But this is such a sad little man.
Yeah. It looks like the dog is gonna cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog is also, yeah.
He
They're both
abuses
crying.
me. He abuses me.
Why'd you bring me out here? I don't want to be here, he's saying.
No, the dog thinks like, oh shit, he's got a gun. He brought me out into the oh, poor doggy.
I got a second opinion from my husband because my husband was a hunter and handled guns. He's like, yeah, there's no way he could use it if something came up to him.
No, but like
fast.
But even like
he's not holding it right.
If he walks away, this is a good way of dropping it. Well, I believe it's from what I can see, it's a revolver, so the chance of accidental discharge is not as much as with a Well, it depends on how if it's
like
caught,
he knows what accidental discharge is.
But I mean, generally, if you have a gun like that, it's in a holster where you can pack it and you can grab it if you need to use it.
But if he has it in a holster, like people don't see it on camera.
I get what you're saying.
That is actually one of the things that makes me think that he's.
Oh, this is satire. I can tell you right now the way he's acting. Do you see how he went from calm talking to all of a sudden being emotional when he talked about the Bigfoot?
Well,
it was a moment, Bigfoot. Well, yeah, it's really.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a moment, Bigfoot, because I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, it would be scared at word satire. I mean, look at him. He's good. I mean, somebody acting like that in real life. Oh my god!
That poor dog is just looking.
Oh, but
grapple.
you guys haven't heard of what was his name? Frank, with the satellite man. What was his name? The guy that Mango covers. He's also weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. But he's not a bad person. Now let's see what else he's got to say.
Let's see what he's saying. Let's see what else he has to say.
It was a female Sasquatch. I didn't want it to happen. I was back here minding my own business, looking for my dog. I was looking for my dog, and it's like she barreled out of the bushes and knocked me over and started pulling my
Tony
pants
Chase,
off.
thanks, Jinx.
You know,
Tony.
It felt good. I admit it felt good. I blew my load.
See what I'm saying?
I don't know how I'm gonna get over this. Choopy, what am I gonna do?
Oh my god!
The only thing that I can do is keep coming back here.
Choopy, sucky.
One day I'm gonna see that Sasquatch. I'll see that Bigfoot. She'll be sorry for what she did to me.
Did you realize that
She'll be sorry when you did Sasquatch.
Did you realize that he named his dog after Chupacabra? Choopy?
No. Choopy? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Also, Sasquatches have YouTube.
One day I'm gonna see that.
Can also be Chewbacca.
He's talking like the Sasquatch is around there listening to him.
Or
he's talking
Chewbacca?
to the camera. Choopy, let's see.
I don't know how I'm gonna get over this. Choopy, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, Choopy.
The only thing that I can do is keep coming back.
But it can also be Chewbacca.
One day I'm gonna see that Sasquatch.
Which technically
I heard
would,
a distinct P,
translate
though.
into would actually translate into blowjob. A choopy, sucking.
A Choopy?
Yes.
Hey man, did Choopy today?
That was this.
Brainless, your perverted mind is sometimes
No, there was this series on
Tony Chase.
Netflix.
Yeah, Jinx.
Where one of the characters was like half Chupacabra, and like they gave him the nickname Choopy, and like the thing online was like that translates into basically into a nickname for a blowjob.
Huh?
Okay.
It
just reminds me of I can't remember who does it, but there's these like I think it's on Facebook or somewhere where they do like the Mexican words of the day. So take like Mexican words, Spanish words, and it sounds like something else, like European. Like, are you European? Choopy. Did Choopy today?
So, it is Cinco de Mayo, by the way, here in the UK.
No, tomorrow, it's Cinco de Mayo for you guys.
Oh, for me, that's already like 3 hours in.
It's Revenge of the 5th, actually. Because it was May the 4th. Mm-hmm. It's also the Orthodox Easter.
No, may the 4th be with you, child.
So many different things.
Let's see what the dumbass has to say.
You would throw Star Wars reference in
sorry
there.
for what she did to me. You'll be sorry when you did Sasquatch to Peter Cade. That was a huge mistake.
Oh my God.
The worst part about it was that, yeah, it did feel good. That's why, but it was biological. I just blew my load because I had to.
You see the gag?
I had no choice. She got on top of me. It was right.
What?
Did you say the gag didn't feel good? It's like Sasquatch bringing sex toys now.
No, I don't know.
The way he's talking, it's like he thinks the Sasquatch has a TV, and then he can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the female Sasquatch is going to watch this video on YouTube.
Yeah, she got a hold of a phone with Wi-Fi.
Right? No. This is not fit for YouTube. This is Pornhub.
This is so funny to watch because you can tell he's just it's like a performance art or something. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is Pornhub for Sasquatch.
Oh, with an R fetish.
Yep.
After Miss Sasquatch.
This is his intro to his solo fans.
Give me a rimmer.
Whoa,
She didn't give me a rimmer.
Okay,
She didn't even give me a rimmer, he said.
Yeah.
She didn't even give me a
So you
rimmer.
told me this is serious.
She raped me. She didn't even give me
This
a
poor
rimmer.
dog is like, what is he talking about?
She didn't even give me a rimmer. She just fucking used me for my sperm. I know she's got my baby out there in the woods. If I find her, she's got my baby. I'm taking my baby. I'll raise that cub. I'll call it Chaka.
Yes.
Revenge. Oh, Sasquatch, you're dead to me. How dare you do that? She didn't even kiss me.
He's a better actor than Chili.
She didn't even give me a rimmer, goddamn.
I didn't talk about this.
All this stuff in the news, and I'm the one I'm suffering. Nobody wants to help me.
No, God, not. Nobody wants to help you.
Patreon account.
No. Nobody wants to help you in your video because everybody said, you want to make a video about what? Fuck off.
But his fake crying is better than Shani's.
Yeah, right.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
When Shani's crying, I'm like, bitch, you fall for that shit. Oh wait,
I've got
sorry, dog.
Wrigley heart syndrome. Oh, when she grabs her arm.
But
I'm
who
coming,
falls for
Elizabeth.
Shani's? You know, that's only dumb people, right, dog?
Well, I don't know. Crinkly heart syndrome
Okay, let's not.
it's only ever been diagnosed in one person ever, and it was self-diagnosed, obviously. I hope it's not catchable. Well, yeah, Shani is famous for being the only person with crinkly heart syndrome. So she should get money for that. Scientists should be flooding all over her. Apparently, recently, another tooth of hers is broken, which I never thought she had any teeth. I always just thought she had a fucking mouthful of teeth. Or Cheetos in America. But that's just me. I mean, I gave her money and years ago, and I know you're fucking hell.
One thing only. I thought we were a channel that actually makes fun of conspiracies.
Yeah.
Shani is a conspiracy.
Some people maybe. To some people maybe.
Whale, part hippo, part
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
LoberMom or whatever.
Shani
It
just
doesn't
lives
matter.
off of drama
To
to get money.
some, but to some people maybe she's a conspiracy, but to conspiracy channel she's not a conspiracy. It's a fun part to actually talk about, but let's keep it a conspiracy channel, a debunking conspiracy channel or fun making of conspiracy channel, a fun making conspiracy channel. And not introduce stuff like that.
That is true. That is true.
We need to get back to the fake crime, though. We got to get through these videos.
I'm going to dip into the Flair book of nonsense or book of reality and say Shani does not exist.
Yeah, let's hope that.
She's propaganda. She's what is it? What it called?
CGI.
No, controlled opposition. She's controlled opposition.
Controlled opposition.
Let's see what else he's got to say.
Let's see what else. Let's see how long.
And I'm ashamed that he has that first name.
A shout out to Mango. If you want to see more Shelly bashing, just go to. Mango.
I didn't even get a rammer. Oh, Joopy. What am I going to do? Here's the tree that she knocked out after she had sex with me. It was like she stood up and knocked it down. She was so excited because I was so good. I was great. I'm sure. That's the tree that she knocked out. See, that's proof this really fucking happened. It didn't happen.
She just wanted snoo. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Snoo.
Yeah.
Snoo.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank God it's over.
I mean, a lot of thought went into that. I know it was just parody and nonsense, but a lot of thought went into
that's all it was. It was satire.
Good. Yeah.
It was satire.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But I got another 10-minute video. Yeah, we can do that.
But go on, then.
We can do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we'll call it
Bigfoot
after that.
Ghost.
Okay.
Documentary.
All right.
Snodgrass House.
Documentary.
I'm up on Snodgrass Hill in Chickamauga, Georgia. As a kid, I grew up around here.
Snodgrass Hill.
And this hill was infamous for a creature called Old Green Eyes.
One of the stories that I have always found really interesting is the idea of Old Green Eyes. One of the bloodiest battles of the American Civil War was the Battle of Chickamauga, which was up along the Georgia-Tennessee border. And there.
What? Does that say he was a Bigfoot researcher? And
Bigfoot, probably Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot researcher and author. Okay.
My God. No, really.
Probably a title he came up with himself.
Yeah, but why is he living in a huge house?
Yeah.
Because his wife probably has a good job. And there's a lot of gullible people.
He's got a Lincoln
Let's hear what his story is, because I'm interested.
Is the idea of Old Green Eyes. One of the bloodiest battles of the American Civil War was the Battle of Chickamauga, which was up along the Georgia-Tennessee border. And there are indications that there was always something kind of strange in the area. Supposedly there were some Native American myths about it. But what does seem to have happened is sometime in the aftermath of the battle, there was this thing that appeared called Old Green Eyes. And depending on the description, it either had long hair or it was covered entirely in hair, but it was a two-legged creature that was enjoying feasting on the corpses of downed soldiers. And these.
What?
I wasn't there. I have green eyes, and my hair's most of the time quite long.
Yeah, tiny.
Yeah, but I think this guy was slightly bigger than you.
This allegedly happened during the Civil War, so you weren't born yet. So
neither was this guy.
No. No. Close,
but the story
no.
persists from that time. You know.
Yeah. It's close, but
yeah.
No, I wasn't born.
Hey, but still, you weren't born yesterday, so.
I mean, I was born 100 years after the end of the Civil War, so there you go.
Yeah, I'm already almost touching 50 now, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor boy.
You'll be our age sometime, brainless. Just saying.
Yep.
Yeah. But then I'll probably still be doing. Never mind.
What's scary is when you were born, all the first 3 Star Wars movies had already come out. That's what's scary.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. When they came out, was actually.
Chewbacca was lovely. What are you on about, man?
I saw it when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw them when they came out too.
Yep. I was from straight away. Started collecting toys and everything. Yep.
Yep. Anyway. Alrighty. Back to old Green Eyes.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Oh, Green Eyes
legends
and not me.
continue to this day there along the battlefield, and you can find lots of residents who have seen these eyes peering at them out of the mist. Sometimes it's described as a Bigfoot-like creature. Sometimes it's a soldier who lost his head from a cannonball or something along those lines.
He says they see the eyes. Hang on, pause it. He says they see the eyes peering at them through the mist. The eyes.
Yeah, but it was a soldier without a head. So they could see the eyes, but it didn't have a head.
How do you see eyes without a head? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. And how do you make out what it is if you just see green eyes through a mist? That's the other thing I'm not,
that is
the details.
Pareidolia, imagination, and those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Bigfoot could have been from Chernobyl.
Whoa! How scientific? How scientifically described, Brandes. We couldn't think about that. No. Of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it's Pareidolia.
Yep.
Pareidolia.
Crack on.
All right, Kraz, keep
let's
playing.
give him some more crack.
That this myth has taken on a life of its own and may even stretch back before the war even took place.
Now, the idea that there may have been a reason for some ghostly apparition to haunt these fields before the battle even took place may not be so far-fetched, because the name Chickamauga, which is derived from the Chickamauga Creek that flows through the battlefield, according to some historians, literally translates to River of Death. Not because the water is stagnant, rather because this is the location where the Native Americans were given blankets.
Yeah, it's the Native American river, a Native American.
But what does
name.
all of
is that the where they were given the blankets?
The
blankets.
ones with smallpox, yes.
Smallpox blankets, yeah.
Yeah, but he's going back earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it. I'm sure there was a Chickamauga because I'm sure there was a tribe.
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of
this
Native
have
American
to do with Bigfoot?
names.
Are we talking about a ghost or are we talking about a Sasquatch? Well, according to Josh Cutchin, the two may be the same.
If you take a look at the things that happen in the forest in what the BFRO calls Class B reports, they bear a startling resemblance to a lot of the activity that you see in poltergeist infestations. We're talking about things like thrown stones that are often warm, anomalous vocalizations, footprints, even strange smells, just strange noises, and of course the knocks. I mean, knocks are a very, very common poltergeist manifestation. The only thing that really differentiates those Class B Bigfoot reports from a traditional poltergeist infestation that you find in a house is the setting. So, you know, a strange light seen in the sky as a UFO, a strange light seen in an old house as a ghost, and a strange light seen around a Neolithic ring fort is a fairy in the old world. And so the poltergeist / Wildnisgeist idea is sort of an outgrowth of that observation.
What?
Wait. Did he say a ring fort?
He said, you know.
No, sorry.
But in your world, green eyes.
Yeah, in your world.
And you know, okay, I'm gonna ruin the rest of this video for you guys. But because I noticed one thing about him, and a colleague of mine has the same thing. He's got a tick with blinking with his eyes. It's fucking.
Oh.
But the other thing is, for example, on the sky, you have the fairy ghouls and the fairy elves, and it's just because the area looked like it could. The original stones are look like they are stacked. So they said, "Oh, they're stacked by fairies." So it's called that.
Right.
It's all. Yeah.
Can I say that this guy has got a Lincoln beard, and he is also a fuck-brained nincompoop?
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
that's my position.
There is it's appearance. I wouldn't know. I'm not a person that actually judge somebody on his appearance. So, yeah.
He might just be loving the fame in his big leather chair.
I mean, he's kind of like the what do you call them?
Yeah, that's fine. He's wrong, but I'm not gonna judge anybody on his appearance.
Yeah, he looks devious to me.
Yeah, but the whole looks thing, I'm still not gonna judge anybody on his appearance. I'm gonna experience of a lack of intellect. Yes.
He looks like a character of an armchair general.
Yeah. Or someone Seth MacFarlane would draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's see what this dude has to say.
Lots of cryptozoologists have noted that some of these Bigfoot reports sound a lot like poltergeist activity, but I came up with the idea of Wildnisgeist as wilderness spirit, to use this term, because unless you saw Bigfoot, you can't guarantee that Bigfoot did it. I think that this idea that this may be some sort of spirit manifestation gets a little bit of additional strength from the fact that in a lot of poltergeist activity, people report hairy things. So the two places that you would see poltergeists were like a traditional haunting, maybe associated with some of that old world fairy phenomena, but you'd also see it.
What, bitch?
Do I feel like remember Poltergeist 2? Or was it one where they found they were on an Indian burial ground or graveyard or something?
That was Family Guy.
No. There was the movie Poltergeist. Was 1, 2, or it wasn't 3?
Yeah. It was. I think it was 2 that discovered it. Was right? One that actually was that we got her out of the TV, and 2 was that the whole thing happened because they lived on an Indian burial ground.
No, that was the Amityville Horror. Talk about the Amityville Horror.
No. What? No, there was one though.
No. It also happened in Poltergeist.
Yeah.
The ancient burial ground, that is a very common theme in movies.
Yeah. But in 1 they didn't know yet, and 2 that I think they knew it then. There was the one that the dad got drunk and drank the possessed maggots out of the tequila.
Yeah. 2 had the creepy pastor-looking guy in it.
Yeah. The creepy pasta guy was actually the maggot in the tequila. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. And that was the burial ground thing, I think.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I think that was the burial ground story. I think 2 was the burial ground, but there are 4 in total, I think.
Yeah.
Really
That might have been maybe the 3rd one.
I know there's a 3rd one. I think there's a 4th one as well.
There was one where she was in the she went to go live with her aunt and uncle or something in a building.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was
in the hotel. In the hotel or something. The elevator and stuff. That was 3.
Can you guys believe? Can you guys believe there's actually 5 Sharknadoes movies?
Yeah, I can believe that.
5 of them.
Oh dear God!
Oh, there's a Sharknado 5.
Okay, I was right. The
probably as funny as Police Academy 27.
Hey, don't you fuck with Police
Okay.
Academy.
You were right. It was part 2. Is it? GloberMom?
That's the 2nd one.
Yeah. There was about the Indian burial ground or not.
Yeah, I'm looking. There is that little psychic lady. She had a friend of hers who was an American Native shaman. So I'm trying to read more into it.
Yeah, I think it was the 2nd one.
Yeah.
That came out.
Anyway. But yeah, I know you're talking about Amityville Horror. That was about they had like a burial Indian something well or something like that.
Yeah,
the
they're all about. If you see the horror stories, ghost stories videos, they're all about Indian ghost burial grounds. But yeah. Maybe it's actually a secret mystery story about leave our country alone and all fucking Americans leave.
The thing back in them.
We like the Mexicans and
anyway,
that's no problem. But all other prisoners, fuck off. No, I'm joking. But
okay.
Yeah.
Shall we
There's a
see
film
what
back in the
else
70s called The Entity.
Let's see what else he has to say.
I had at the beginning of it. This is based on a true story. No, it fucking isn't. If you ever watch The Entity,
well, the true story is somebody telling it, saying that happened. That's the true story, and then they base it off the story of them telling it.
But when a filmmaker
doesn't have to.
A film.
If it's a true story about 1700s, I don't think the person is going to say, "Well, that's what I had and did last night." No,
I'm not going to lie. I could turn this Green Knights thing into like a D&D monster. I wonder how my players would react to it.
Well,
crack on.
Let's see what else he says.
In
see what happens.
seances. And as luck would have it, one of the most common manifestations in seances is the manifestation of hairy hands or other hairy appendages. And there are examples from the historical record where people in seances have seen things that look like cavemen or large apes.
So he's
extrapolating
Stan
Gooch, who was
for the story,
researcher
basically,
and
is what he's doing.
saw something to that description himself. And you can find that right there in the writing. So you have poltergeist activity in seances, and you have these sort of wildman figures manifesting in seances. Who's to say that something similar isn't happening in our forests? And we just don't recognize it as such because we have this Bigfoot
Who's to say you're trying to poison the well
Former
with
chief
that?
ranger and park historian Edward Tinney
putting it on people's
said that
heads.
sightings of old
Very
green knights
good.
were not
Live below
uncommon.
mushroom.
In fact, he had one himself. He said while he was walking down Glen Kelly Road, which runs adjacent to Snodgrass Hill, he saw a man approach him. He said this man had a long black duster and long, dark, shaggy hair. This was at 4 a.m. when Mr. Tinney was going to check on some people that were doing some Civil War reenactment. As he saw the man approach, he felt that by the body language he was using, he may mean Mr. Tinney harm. So Mr. Tinney stepped to the other side of the street. As he did, this man passed him and smiled menacingly. Mr. Tinney said he could see the glow in his eyes, and just then, a car turned and its headlamps hit this apparition that instantly disappeared. In addition to this, it's been reported that disembodied heads with glowing green eyes float around the fields of the Chickamauga battlefield at night. It's also been said that a woman in white, sometimes holding a lantern, walks around Snodgrass Hill looking for her deceased husband. Sometimes it's even been said that this apparition takes the form of a large cat. The first sighting that I've ever heard of related to old green eyes takes place during the aftermath.
And too many different kinds of sightings. Oh yeah, I saw a floating head. Oh yeah, for me it was a person walking towards me. Oh yeah, for me it was a big ape. For me it was a cat.
Don't discard the with the white woman, with the raven. We see that all over the Netherlands. The only thing we caught is Jew.
Yeah, the weaver. Yeah.
It's Jew.
Yeah,
it's just missed. It's just missed.
Jew. It's actually a myth from the area where I'm from.
DEW.
Oh, we have with the weaving as well. From only they come from the sea.
These guys missed their car.
They're much more scarier than the ones that come from land.
The cat people, yes.
Of course, you got the word there.
I know what it is. It's Georgia, right? It's actually 2 bottles of Mountain Dew somebody has up to make it look like eyes. They have like flashlights shining through it. They love their Mountain Dew in the South. Just saying.
Well, let's see what other forms this aberration takes.
Aftermath of the battle itself. It said that a wounded soldier saw an apparition of a large cat. He described it as tiger-like or panther-like. He said it had glowing green eyes and was prowling around the field looking for someone to devour.
Then why didn't it go for him?
Isn't that the panther? Panthers do have green eyes.
And cat's eyes do
I don't think there are any
look
panthers
like
in Georgia.
If they get hit with
there's a Marjorie Taylor Green in Georgia.
But see,
why
the thing
can't
is,
there not be a panther?
if it's this big cat, ghost cat, looking for someone to devour, why did it not go after that guy?
Big cat,
why did you just see it walking around, right?
Didn't notice him.
Yeah, because this guy's that's the simple answer.
Maybe he was hallucinating. That's a more logical explanation.
Yes, I agree there.
I bet your mushrooms grow in Georgia, especially the ones with the little black bits underneath.
I think the panther was hallucinating that there was a soldier seeing him.
Because you figure the smell from the panther would smell this, even if you don't see the person, he would smell the person.
Stalk the person even.
Maybe it was a downwind, you know?
True.
You ever saw a raccoon in Mexico or Panama? You know a raccoon doesn't have long legs,
right,
and arms, but in Panama and Mexico they have. They actually have very long legs and very long. So
they're a different different variety of raccoon, right?
Yeah, exactly. But they look like in distance like a chupacabra.
Oh, cool.
They're just raccoons.
Yeah.
They're fucking just raccoons. I see them many times the past 2 years. I before I wasn't there ever, but past 2 years I've been there a few times. And what the fuck is that? And I saw this large raccoon just on. It looks like it was on stilts. That was just long legs. Run by and okay. Yeah, that's easy to confuse through a computer or whatever. Yeah, was just raccoons.
Interesting. Let's see what else this dumbass got to say.
It's even been suggested by some paranormal researchers that this statue that overlooks Snodgrass Hill may sometimes come to life.
Oh, yeah.
There is a shocking correlation.
Okay, just one little remark. They got this, and like he's sitting there telling it so fucking seriously. How the fuck do you take it seriously that a statue is coming to fucking life?
I know.
Sorry.
Can I say anything? Can I say something? That any word that has to include normal in it is bullshit.
Normal's relative anyway, subjective.
Yeah.
Well, it's object. Well, it's object, guys, obviously, but any word with normal in it that things added to it is bullshit.
At least I'm not bullshit.
Because I'm connected to my phone, and in turn, I probably that's why I still see only the Fat Abraham Lincoln sitting in his chair.
Oh, yeah, that's what on screen.
All right.
Yeah, he's got the Lincoln beard, but he looks just like a big fat hillbilly in a leather chair.
Yeah.
Let's
that you can make between the sightings of large and anomalous cats, oftentimes black cats, which we shouldn't have in North America, and Bigfoot sightings. This is obvious in some like North American logging folklore, where you'll see the word wampus being used interchangeably for Bigfoot and for a large cat. And there are reports of Bigfoot being seen in the same areas as these large cats. The Big Thicket in Texas is a great example of a place where you see ghost lights and large cats and Bigfoot all in the same area.
Within the story of Old Green Eyes, we have large cats, Bigfoot, and ghosts all hanging out together, all with one thing in common.
Wow.
Glowing eyes. But is there precedent in Bigfoot sighting reports to suggest that this supposed relic hominid possesses glowing eyes? Well, surprisingly,
you idiots, come to my town.
There is a commonly reported feature in Bigfoot reports that the eyes seem to glow. The common explanation for this, from a biological perspective, is that their eyes are reflecting ambient light. And we've all seen this with a lot of different animals in the forest. You know, it's kind of fun sometimes to drive through a rural area and pass a field and just shine a flashlight in the field and spot all the deer, because there's actually a reflective component in their eyes called a tapetum lucidum.
So they can see at night.
The main problem with that is that great apes lack a tapetum lucidum. They don't have that reflective surface. So the question becomes, what is this source of eye shine or eye glow that you see in these Bigfoot reports? And if you read the reports carefully, some of them do seem to be describing eye shine. That's I think you have to acknowledge that. But other reports are very specific about the eyes.
I have to say, pause that for a minute.
Having sort of an internal light, an internal.
Yeah.
It seems as though all these Bigfoot sightings are in forests or mountains, because we have Bigfoot supposedly up here in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, I'm close enough to it, and I've never once heard of Bigfoot having glowing eyes.
No, but
this is the first I've heard of something like that.
But now describing is just That probably one person saw a cat or big cat, and it went to the public bar. And he said, "I saw this glowing eyes," and people said, "Oh, it's this, it's this, it's this." And there came about 3 different conspiracies out of it, and he now says they saw 3 different things.
Right.
They said.
It's the same as the thousands of people that visit the.
And Jinx is right. Eye shine's usually red or like orangish, because your retinas are, I believe they're red or orangish.
Yeah,
and that's what you're seeing when you see the light.
Well, it's that's
They're
because
not
of the
green.
blood.
Well, we call them. We call the even them marbles you see in the middle of the road in the UK. We call them cat's eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Cat eyes light show up as the giving light.
Well, no, they do have a reflective.
Yeah, but a normal cat has eyes that actually reflect a lot. So if there's a little bit of reflection from the moonlight just in the cat, it's not cold light, but
yeah, it's not cold light.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Only a little bit of reflection lights up those eyes. But lights out those eyes a lot. So if you have 2 cats that's facing each other from a large distance, you only see one side, one eye of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you have the reflection, it looks like you have a big animal in front of you. And just 2 cats that see each other and just freeze. What cats do. Yeah. And story. A story. And you have a conspiracy. Yay!
Let's finish this video.
Yeah. Why hasn't Bigfoot ever evolved from Bigfoot?
Low.
I don't know. The series
almost
was
to the
nice.
extent that they would sort of peer around like the Eye of Sauron, and then like you could see a beam coming out of them. And that's just not something that we see in the animal kingdom. And even if it was something that, for whatever reason, Bigfoot, the flesh and blood relict primate, can do,
Chewbacca.
it's just one of about a dozen other things where it's the only animal on Earth that can do that.
So what do we make
So
of the
he knows
story of
exactly
Old
what
Blue Eyes?
Bigfoot can
Is
and
it a
can't
ghost
do.
story? Is it a Bigfoot story? Is it a little bit of both?
Yeah. But
he did
Is
see it.
Bigfoot a little bit
I
of
say
both?
it's BS.
It's a big pile of bullshit.
I mean, why would you even question that?
I'd say it's go ahead.
No, go ahead. You finish.
I would say that somebody needed something for the YouTube channel. They wanted to get like a lot of hits, so they made up a crazy story about the green-eyed Bigfoot.
I mean, how many people go into say like a Civil War battlefield where there's been a lot of death, looking for ghosts, and that power of suggestion gets in your head, and then you see something. You know what I mean? And then you make up a story, and it becomes like that game telephone. It just becomes exaggerated as it's told.
Yeah.
You know.
And that combined with what I said, just 2 cats in front of each other. That the reflection. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he works for a tourist company. They need people to get here. So let's say Loch Ness.
But that's it. And it could be somebody back in the 1800s that saw something and it got told to somebody else. And so it's like everybody that goes there, oh, did you hear about the legend of this? And so when they go there, it's like I'll take a bit of It just
It's a folk story. It's a folk story of misunderstanding, and that's all the folk stories about.
I'm not sure. I don't think he has much more to say.
I don't know. So what do we make of this? Is Bigfoot natural? Is he supernatural? Do those words mean anything in the way that we think they mean?
Supernatural means.
If you want to learn more, I highly suggest checking out
means
where the
supernatural
footprints
world.
end. This is a 2-volume set by Josh and Tim Renner.
Of course he's selling books.
Foundational
Why am I
and
not
fundamental
surprised?
if you want to understand the phenomenon of Bigfoot.
We're not making ads for that.
And his note behind him,
Bullshit.
there was a picture behind him. It looked like a Bigfoot silhouette.
Yeah, but it's always nice for a small community to have this old fable books sold.
Yeah, right.
Of course. I buy them for my head as well, and I laugh about it, but it's still nice to have them. It's the old folk stories. And it's the fairy
designed
tales.
to get people to come there, tourists to come there, and
No. It's we have them to actually tell our children.
To be fair,
the fairy tale, the fairy tales to tell our children. We have our own.
Right. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of small towns where they will have a legend of some sort, and it will bring people in, so it helps the town, right?
Yeah, and sometimes it's like to keep. It used to be to keep kids out of the woods or away
Cautionary
from the dangerous
tales.
water.
Yeah, cautionary tales. Exactly.
Yeah, like if you say, "Oh,
That's
the
what
water is dangerous,"
Grimm's
and they're
tales
like,
are.
"No, it's not."
Well, that's just parental
But if there's a-
indoctrination, surely.
Yeah. Where I live,
That's what
yes
Grimm's
and
fairy
no.
tales are, to tell the kids these
That is
stories.
not
and they'll-
chocolate. Do not eat it.
Yeah.
Right.
Where I live, yes and no. That the stories are not told to the tourists.
Well, no. What I'm
the
saying
same
though is
stories.
people hear this, and it does bring in tourism to a little bit of people
In
in
some
town.
places
Yeah,
like
but-
right
Give
along
them
the
notoriety.
Where I live is just for actually getting kids to sleep, and what Brandon said to make sure that the kids don't go with strangers. We have a different story of a real happened thing that it's a small island, and in the 1960s, there's one kid that actually got murdered by a child molester, and that's this story we still use, and I knew his dad. So, yeah. So we use something else. We use a real life thing for that, and the stories are just just
Loch Ness and
about the islands, but it's to get kids to sleep.
Yeah.
Most of them, not all of them answer well, but yeah.
Okay. So Loch Ness in Scotland is like a massive tourist attraction.
Yeah.
You know, Loch Lomond is a lot prettier, but even
Loch 2, Loch 3, Loch Lomond.
Loch Lomond, yes.
Spaceballs.
Loch Lomond is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful. But Loch Ness,
I take the long road
in the pubs and the shops and most of the tourists are American, believe it or not, but they just love that because that let's get a picture. And they all come with all these massive cameras and things like that. And I've been to both of them, and it's just the conspiracy.
But like if you're the shittier after 2 logs, like you got to come up with something to get people to come over, right?
Yeah,
true. Well, locks just mean lake.
Yeah, but the whole thing is why do you need the things to come over to Scotland? Because Scotland is beautiful on its own as well.
Right.
I love Scotland. One of my favorite holiday. I did my honeymoon over Isle of Skye. I been 3 times on holiday to fucking Edinburgh. Scotland is fantastic.
Scotland is a shithole.
No, Scotland is a beautiful.
It's a beautiful.
Inverness, I've been there as well, but Scotland is a fucking beautiful country to go to a holiday on. And you don't need the legends are fun, but you don't need them. The whole country is so fun. If you love hiking, go to Scotland. It's fucking the best.
Some people do need them legends to survive.
Yeah.
Because it plays like when you put
but Scotland,
Route 66, then then people are gonna invent the biggest ball of string.
Well, that's what I'm saying is over there. It's the civilization's so old. You're gonna have myth after myth after myth over there, and it's gonna become used for one thing or another, right?
I think that's also a thing that attracts Americans, the really, really, really old stories.
Yeah.
The stories that are older than the country that they're from.
Right. You're right.
Infrastructure destroys myths. That's a fact.
Another thing, Doc. England always wanted to have Scotland because Scotland always had more power.
Well,
if you look at their history, they always try to get. They fucking
England is still in charge, so
they fucking kidnapped your prince and grew him up as a British guy, an English guy, just to actually get the power of Scotland. They stole the crown stone. They actually, they always needed Scotland.
Well, obviously you don't know history because I look at history and England is still in charge, so whatever.
Because
I get it.
The mistake was
Robert the Bruce. What was that film with it? What was that film with Mel Gibson?
No, it's not the Bruce. No.
He's not talking about Braveheart. I don't think he's talking about.
I'm not talking about Braveheart. I'm not talking about the movies. I'm actually talking about the history. It's always they have fooled Scotland.
Yeah, England is still in charge.
They always fooled Scotland, because where does Scotland Yard from? Where does criminal investigation come from? Scotland. Where does the medical knowledge come from? Scotland.
I ain't got a clue what you're going on about. I really don't.
The medical knowledge, how to operate people, how to.
That actually comes, I believe, from the Middle. I
comes from Scotland.
Middle East. I think how to operate people comes from the Middle East.
Well, Scotland has a big school in there. The whole Buckingham story is true, but it all came from Scotland. The whole police.
Oh, the TV was invented in Scotland. I have to give them that.
That's true. Also the what is cheap called? My dad has one. Austin Champ, also a Scottish invention.
I know you're talking about that whatever school is there, but I don't think a lot of that stuff originated there. It just went over there and they
perfected it.
Perfected it, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Because the operations have been done on humans for a long time.
It wasn't the UK.
We're almost in 3 hours.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Scotland
it's
fucking beautiful and it's great.
It is.
As its moody parts.
We're almost at 3 hours.
And things like that.
I'm with Brainless. It's been about 3 hours. I think
we're almost
saying
3
our
hours.
Goodbyes.
Yeah. So anybody's got something to shill? Mom,
Monday, I'm having a stream on my channel.
Instead of on Slim stream?
Important one.
It'll be Slim doing it, but it'll be on my channel. It'll be too Slim, but it'll be on my channel.
Yeah, so it's
it'll
not
be
on
9
Slim's channel?
p.m. 9 p.m. GMT. So 4 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, this is important.
I want to do it early enough to where the people, you guys over there could still have some time, and it won't be too late for you.
Put it in the StreamYard.
Sorry,
GloberMom. I don't have a link for it yet. I don't have a link for it yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, tomorrow, make the.
I'm going to talk to Slim. We're going to get set up like an hour or two prior, at least to get things going, so we're not like last minute.
If you do it earlier, then there's already a link.
Yeah.
If you have like a thumbnail and then you can make a link.
I will probably be.
I do have a thumbnail, so that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just
so
say
if you have a thumbnail and
he's the greatest producer on planet Earth.
I will probably be in the middle of the ocean then, and then I only have my
and then you're doxing your
1
location
gigabyte.
again.
No,
I will be
only
having
have 1 gigabyte of Starlink, and that's with streaming that's about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
well, I invited.
no, but
I did invite FTFE and MC
pictures
Tune.
you
Both
show
have
on-
accepted.
What?
You
I'll
just
have
take
FTFE
care.
there and MC Tune
Okay.
Yep.
in the panel. I've actually talked to Flat Derp as well. I'd love to have him at least maybe in the side chat.
Yep.
So
No, FTFE and MC Tune both said they will be there. So. Yeah.
But Tiny, you sometimes dox yourself when you're at sea.
I know.
Show a
yeah,
picture.
you gotta be careful. That's for sure.
No, because the thing that he's doxing is his location in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, he's in the middle of the
Well,
ocean. Yeah, exactly.
But
you show the radar screen.
Do not accept anyone who says you want a rusty bullet or navy cake.
You didn't notice my fucking intro. In my intro, I'm doxing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
If you take very, very good notice of it, I'm doxing my own location.
You're still a top
on fucking purpose.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, and
so
I've
we
been
got-
It's actually an Easter egg.
attacked, dude.
It's such amazing.
My own intro of my YouTube videos is actually Easter egg of my location. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So
Anyway.
Mom has a stream coming up. Probably some videos this week.
Some videos. I got some videos links. I'm gonna try and do What the Hell Karen this week at least.
What the
Yeah.
Karen?
It'll be the last one. This Thursday is the finale of season 4. So premiere
The
Thursday
body
season
cam
4
of the body cam season.
of the body cam season.
Yes.
So I may continue that next year and do and show off bad police officers.
Oh yeah. Karen cops. Karen cops.
Karen cops.
Yeah. And of course, besides that, stream on Monday on Mom's channel. Slim is probably streaming a shit ton on his channel as well.
Yes.
So yeah.
I'm sure he's already got some linked up on his channel already. So I do know there's one showing.
I think one. I think.
The one on the
Slim
8th.
and
The
GloberMom's
Wednesday he's
channel.
got the Drunken News he's got up linked already.
Yeah, and Slim and GloberMom are in the description here, along with like altrucker and like another a bunch. So yeah,
I think I'm in the
I
description as well.
think we're gonna say goodnight because otherwise we're sitting here until
we need to say goodnight.
Yeah, otherwise we're sitting here until Mom stream starts.
There's like 3 people who really need to get to bed. Just saying.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good
night, everybody.
It was fun. Night.
Night.
Fun to join for a while again. Bye, guys.
It wasn't
Bye.
Good